This is the Great Legend, and I'm coming at you live from Baltimore, ComicConLive.com, hosted by Mainframe Comic-Con. And tonight, fans, you have been invited to one of the best kickoff shows you're ever going to see in all of the YouTube community. Live here tonight, Baltimore Comic-Con, we have the Retailer Showcase. I'm talking preview night here at Baltimore Comic-Con. We're going to be having a lot of retailers come on tonight, and they're going to show you some of their wares. And let me tell you, you're going to be caring because they got some good stuff they're going to be sharing, and it's going to be here live tonight. Now, before I get started, I am honored to have a co-host with the most joining us tonight. He has one of the largest comic book and comic art shops in the world. Over 7,000 square feet of warehouse of just wonderful treasures that you're going to get to see some of those tonight. And I'm so excited. We're going to have this guy live. I mean, he sells comic books and comic art each day of the week. Man, he had a famous dad named Jimmy the Greek. And there is nobody finer than Anthony Snyder.
Spider-Man does whatever a dealer can. Spins a deal any size. That good stuff he will buy. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Comic art, comic books too. He's got collectibles old and new. At a shop or at a show, got stuff to sell, he'll come to you. Hey there, here comes the Spider-Man. It's a thrill to buy. Need stuff day or night. The expertise is high, and the price is just right. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood dealer man. Got the art you're looking for, making you happy is his reward each day. You'll never know what's sprang up, comics and art to hang up. Here comes the Spider-Man.
Anthony, how are you doing tonight, my friend?
We are awesome.
Dude, I'm so excited to have you, man, for Baltimore Comic-Con. You're going to be with us the whole night. We're going to be talking to some other retailers, but then once we get those all worked out, we're going to be taking a look at some of the goodies you have to share with us tonight.
Yeah. So I'm here for my friendly neighborhood comic book store in Leone, New Jersey with my hostess with the mostest.
Hello, everybody.
The woman who likes me most days of the week. I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up lately, but Sharon Snyder, my wife.
Golly, Sharon, it's great to see you tonight, and we're so excited to have you showcase some of those awesome things. This is like, I'm totally honored. I've met Anthony once on the Golden Guys show, which is Tuesday night on Comic-Core, where we have some of the finest gentlemen talk about Golden Age comics. And listening to Anthony, it's like listening to a professor, and my head gets filled with knowledge, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you got to have the passion for what you do in life, and this definitely is a passion for me. And you know, I have the love of this material, and it's not just a business. You know, that we support about 20 people on. It's a passion.
That's right.
And a passion to grow it. And you know, sometimes I got to put out fires. You know, we process, you know, we work on probably 200 orders a day now. You know, it's growing and getting out over 100 packages a day. So we're looking forward to even, you know, growing in this format, in this venue, in this genre. You know, this is the biggest thing we've tried to do, and we're trying to do it right.
Man, I tell you, and you also have a great YouTube channel where you showcase some of the daily events that are going on and some of the daily sales, and you know, getting your customers in there, and that's awesome. What's the name of your YouTube channel again?
Well, it's Yeah, it's still on Selling Heroes TV. We're working out the name change to Anthony's Comic Book Art. We're evolving that. I hired my producer Andrew Fumey full time, so he's working with me on a daily, doing our video updates. What came in that day, what went up on the website, the art website, especially the previous night, and what we got going on. What's exciting, and we had got an art deal in the other day that I showed you, that really killer, that Thing panel that you love so much.
Thing and Black Bolt together.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But a Black Bolt friend of mine, Robert from Houston, already, he kind of has his dibs on that page, and we're working out a deal. But, we're getting more and more response from the video content that we're doing on a daily on the YouTube channel, on the Facebook, on the Instagram, so we're evolving, because no one in the country took a bigger hit from not doing shows than me. I do more show days than any dealer in the country, and I'll stack that up with anybody. Anybody want to dispute that? I mean, it's like losing July, with San Diego Comic-Con, where I'm on the road all month. We lost a lot of business, from not doing shows, and we're trying to evolve and make it up with doing the, these platform presentations.
I love that, Anthony. We're going to be talking a little bit more about that too, because I know you've done a lot of the business with your eBay store. But real quick, we have one of your good friends, one of Baltimore Comic-Con's good friends. We have Barry Sandoval from Heritage Auction.
Hey, Barry.
Hey, Anthony.
Hello.
Good to see you tonight, my friend. How are you doing?
Good to see you.
Good. How y'all doing?
Doing great.
It's 2-on-1 Texas style.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
That's right. McKinney, Texas here, Barry. You're just about 30 minutes down south.
Oh, wow. Okay. Good to have you.
So we're really excited to have you. What can you tell us? What can you show us from Heritage Auctions?
I grabbed a couple things from our upcoming November auction to show you. I guess cut right to the biggest thing. And here we go. It's the Jim Lee cover art for X-Men number 268.
Wow. That's stunning. I know Anthony knows a thing or two about some original art. Anthony, what do you think about that bad boy? That's a super desirable piece. That's something that it's a grail to that generation of fan, that's for sure. It's a little after my time frame. I like the 70s covers, but there's going to be some hot and heavy competition for that piece for sure. Yeah, let's look at that one more now. That's a good looking. Let's see that again. Beautiful.
Yeah, there we go.
Jim Lee. Oh my gosh. God, I love that. And that's in one of the upcoming auctions, right?
Yeah, it's November 19th through 22nd. That's going to go online in just about a week here.
Oh, wow. That's just stunning right there. I'm a big
Barry,
fan.
you think that's going to set a record for a Jim Lee cover?
I think that's got a real good shot to, yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. That's great. What else you got coming up?
Yeah,
Barry?
since Anthony, you mentioned you're more of a Bronze Age guy. Here's a couple other art pieces that I had here. Sorry, got to hold up to the camera properly. Here's a Neil Adams splash from one of the War issues.
Whoa! That's Avengers 92 or 91? No.
93.
93. Oh, my favorite.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I like
That's my favorite issue ever. That's where the Ant-Man's in the Vision's body, right? That 93. Oh my God, I love that issue. I tell Neil that all the time. That's my favorite, one of my favorite comics all time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely.
That one blew my head away. When I was a kid, because I collected back issues. Not just the 20 centers. There was a comic book store in Las Vegas where I grew up, and when that opened, I collected all the back issues. And I remember that one. It's just so ingrained in my head. That 93. What a it's just
So cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's another Bronze Age one, 4 years, Frank Brunner, Doctor Strange cover.
Wow.
Sorry, I need to hold these closer up to the.
No, that's great. Yeah, Bruner, Doctor Strange. Another Grail type piece from that era that will, get a lot of attention, I'm sure.
One of the best Doctor Strange artists of all time, Frank Brunner. There.
Who's better?
I can't name it. When I think Doctor Strange of that era, Anthony, I always think Frank Brunner.
Yeah, he really knocked it out of the park there and really left his impression on comics history with the Doctor Strange work he did, Frank.
Yeah, but it wasn't that many issues, right? So
right.
that equates to not all that much art to go around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, another Grail type piece for those people that are into Doctor Strange and want the best possible piece they'll ever get in their life. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. So comic book wise, the big book is the Detective Comics number 27 in very fine 7.0.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't able to grab that at this video. There's just too many retina scans I have to pass through, and Uzis that are pointed at me to get to that part of the vault. But
you don't have the combination to that vault, Barry. Come on, come on.
No, but I was authorized to get to the Detective 31, so that's no slouch either by any means. 5.0 is one of the best rates we've ever had for that one. Sorry, I need to be better about holding this up to the camera. And
stunning.
Cool. And we actually did a poll along with CGC a couple years back, and this was voted by Golden Age collectors. This was voted the best Golden Age cover that they're
wow.
It's funny. I have a recreation of that cover that I've had in my house. And I think it's in my second son's room of that cover by Moldoff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, full color, nice big size. It's I kept that one forever. Some things are just really decorative, and the recreations that I have up at the house, and that's one of them.
Yeah, that's
great image.
One of the most recreated images of all time. You'll see it a lot in even folks are still paying homage to the classic cover there.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. So to keep it with the DC
Barry, what do you think what was the estimate on the Tech 27?
The Detective 27. Probably somewhere in the 1.2 to 1.5 million.
Oh my God, that's exactly what I was thinking. Yes, 1.2. I was going to write 1.2. 1.2 I was going to write down. Yeah. So you can't walk around with the $1 million comic at the new office? They don't let you?
Well, I just, if there's no upside in touching it. So
right.
I try to avoid doing that.
Oh, goodness.
But this is no slouch among the DC keys. Sorry, let me try and get rid of this reflection. So this is Action Comics number 7, which a lot of people know it's only the second cover appearance of Superman.
Second cover, yep.
But it's actually tied for the second superhero comic cover period of any character. And this is one that never seems to turn up.
I have not seen that one very much at all. That book.
No, me neither. It's just not a familiar. I knew it was the second cover, but I wouldn't have been able to pull that image up in my head in my data bank.
Yeah, so it's from the early days where Superman wasn't even considered to be flying then. These were just
he was jumping around.
Around. Exactly. Couple other going for some Silver Age DC. This is tied for the highest graded copy of the first Teen Titans appearance before they were even called the Teen Titans. And they were in Brave and the Bold.
I've seen many low grades, but I've never seen that high of a grade.
Yes. That's issue 54, and then also another Silver Age DC. We got Justice League of America 1 in the CGC 9.0.
9.0, very fine near mint. You can't go wrong with that. That's a beautiful book. Always like that cover where they're
beautiful.
All on the table. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what year? What's the date on that one?
Sorry?
What year is that one?
That's 60, October, November,
Right.
1960.
Yeah, it's before any Marvel books hit the stands.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. But I don't want to let Marvel go unnoticed. How
Oh,
about this?
there
It's
we
a
go.
9.8
Unrepresented,
57.
That looks like it would be
Holy-
the highest on the census.
Yeah, there are no 9.9s or 10s, I believe, unsurprisingly.
I love that. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful book. Of course, Vision more popular than ever, showing up in the MCU. So just a hot book to have, and he's going to be on WandaVision pretty soon on the DC Plus. So very cool.
That's right. We've in the back of our catalog. We started printing a list of all the movies coming up because it changes so much, and there's so many to keep track of. That yeah, it's always good to get a handle on that on it that way. By the way, this humongous piece behind me. Let me just show you how.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that.
I know about that too.
Big screen. There.
Yeah, so this is by Peter Poplaski, and it's his just his tribute to all of the various Kirby Atlas monsters. And so you got Zutak, Rambu, no Fin Fang Foom, unfortunately, but he hits all the others. So talk about a spectacular piece that that fills the room.
1950s classic Kirby monsters. One of the things I loved about that November 1961 FF #1 was when Kirby and Stan, they were so used to doing those monster stories. They were like, well, just to play it safe, let's put a big old monster on the cover.
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
Just so you still sell a few in case the superheroes don't catch on. Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it was a transition. It was a transition, issue. Well, I just want to say, going back to that Vision comic, that being a dealer in this business for a long time, about how hard it is to get a high grade Avengers 57 with that black cover. It is very, very hard. So a real 9.8 like that, wow,
stunning.
Wow, stunning.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's like you got your 9.8s, but a 9.8 on that book, that is very hard.
Right. Yeah, definitely. And by the way, for those interested, besides the comics and comic art, we're also doing the video games in the same auction. So this is our big entry there is the Metroid, graded 9.4,
Wow.
which is tied for the highest grade of that. So
Barry, what does that go for? What is that going to start out, you think?
Well, we're thinking it's high somewhere high five figures.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
my dad bought me that game. Well, the Easter Bunny bought me that game on Easter Day, way back in the day when that came out. I want to say maybe 86, 87. They got that game, and I love that. Mother Brain firing those rockets at her, and it was great. Of course, I opened it. Big mistake.
Yeah, who thought of?
You mean you actually played with your video game?
I played it, Anthony. That's
right. And they weren't cheap back then either. So not too many people bought them and didn't open them up. And my recollection of Metroid was just that it was extremely hard, and I think I moved on to easier pastures pretty quickly. But the people who are actually good at video games persevered.
They had this weird code. If you tapped in Justin Bailey, you could use Samus Aran without her armor and everything. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is a girl kicking all that alien butt. I was like, that's awesome. Love that game.
Oh, and also another thing we got in the auction is another one of the Pokemon sealed booster boxes, which the last one we had of those was 195,000 in the last auction. So we're pretty psyched to have another one.
Was that the very first box of Pokemon cards in America?
Right, it's the first, exactly the first. So there's 30, I believe 36 packs in the. It was meant for the retailers, right, to just tear open and display. So it's hard to say if I think some people want them to preserve them in their sealed state, and others say maybe if I break the seal, who knows which cards are in there, and whatever's in there is presumably pristine.
High value. I never played the Pokemon. It was right after my time, but a lot of my younger friends love Pokemon. Still to this day, they're playing the Pokemon.
Yeah, I have. We've been very active in this market lately. My production manager Connolly is like so into the card games. It's almost annoying, but then he's like, "Oh, this deal's 2,000." I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to spend 2,000 on that." And then it's like, we get the money back pretty quickly, and
Right.
it's very, 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 very lucrative now, and very fluid and liquid. That the money that's coming, it's on a generational basis. You have the video games and you have the Pokemons, and it's coming in. That generation is coming in where their nostalgia bone is kicking in, and they have disposable income, and boom, So we're all trying to keep pace with that generational, explosion that happens with each. Because when I first got into this business, I didn't want to deal with 80s stuff. Oh my God, 80s stuff, and then 90s stuff. No, I don't want to deal with 90s stuff. I only wanted to deal with the stuff I liked. But then I had to learn in my head. And this was when I did cross that boundary of carrying merchandise that I didn't necessarily like or relate to nostalgic wise, that it became a real business for me. And when we see the industry leader with Heritage, present the graded video games and the Pokemon, that this stuff has arrived, and it's happening, and it's a real revenue stream for these companies and myself.
That is awesome. Well, Barry, I tell you what, let me show y'all's website real quick. See if I can get this thing to work. I have
HA.com.
Yeah, HA.com. That's all it is. So,
well, I have a friend that's has his first name on the email. I won't
won't give.
Just did a deal with him today. Actually, did a deal with him last week. A nice deal.
There it is,
really.
man. November 19th to November 21st, Heritage Auctions. They're huge comics and comic art. And also, like Barry said, those graded games are hot right now. The WATA games is kind of like the CGC of the video game market. And, man, Barry, we thank you so much for coming on and visiting with us here at Baltimore Comic-Con Live. I wish all of us could be on the showroom floor right now hanging out, but it is what it is. But we're so excited. We thank you so much for coming to visit us. Anthony, any final thoughts for our good buddy Barry at Heritage Auction?
No, it's just, October, for me, October wasn't the same without looking through Anthony's mile of booths at another Comic-Con, or Baltimore too. So hopefully October 2021 for that.
Yeah, New York Comic-Con, we missed it, but and I'm missing Baltimore, live, that's for sure, because last year they put it behind New York Comic-Con and we didn't know how it was going to do, but we had a great show at that show, and we're really missing it, but we're trying to make up for it now with putting out some energy and product on this format and this platform and making this work for everyone.
Yeah, same here. So looking forward to eating crab cakes in October 2021.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That
Yay, Barry.
Good.
Great job, Barry.
You have a great one, and we'll see you down the line. All right, take care.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, bye, Barry.
Bye.
All right, so next up, we're going to be having our good friend Patrick. He's coming on here in a second from AKA, it's Patrick, SKG Retro Gaming, aka the Skeptical Geek, is going to be showing us some of those kick-ass retro games and how you can play them. What's going on, Patrick? Good to see you.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you guys too. I wish I was in Baltimore, man. Missing the seafood.
Yeah, man, me too. I love them crab cakes. Very good. How's it going? How are you hanging out with the COVID junk going on?
Oh God, I so miss my traveling. Right, I've been I'm in Vegas now, and it's still like 90 degrees every day here, right?
Oh, good night. Well, one cool thing is about, staying home and, staying safe in there, at least you're getting some retro gaming. What can you tell us about the Skeptical Geek retro gaming?
Well, it's this little Raspberry Pi based device right here. It's about the size of a deck of cards. I call it the Retro Box because my brother with an MBA said, "Hey, you got to give this thing a name."
Yes.
And it plugs right into your TV. Whoops, HDMI right there, and everything is built in and ready to play. Just basically, I've done all of the annoying technical scut work for you, so you don't have to. You just take it home, plug it in, and have fun. Our systems range from a basic box that has 4 systems and 2,700 games to an ultra loaded with 22 systems, almost 8,000 games. We've got arcade, Atari, Genesis, NES. I mean, TurboGrafx, pretty much anything you could ever possibly want to. I've got one set up on a display TV. If you'd like to see,
let's see it. Sure thing.
Yeah, let me just turn this around here. See if we can get a good view of
This could be awesome.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah. This is one of the work TVs that I use at a convention for. Hopefully the resolution is enough you can get this, but you can see. Oops. One. Plug in the controller here.
I'm a big fan of playing the retro games. Sometimes you just can't get that retro feel on this new stuff. I love the old school games.
Oh yeah.
That's what I grew up on. Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Nintendo. Those are some of the best.
They definitely. And it's demo system seems to be giving me. Maybe just a moment here.
Sure thing.
There we go.
There we go.
So take a look here. Everything is divided down by system. This is my bestseller, the fully loaded box. It's got 1,300 arcade games. The Atari, 600 and 7800. ColecoVision, Laserdisc games, like Dragon's Lair, Space Ace.
Oh my gosh, yes, I remember those. Those are classic.
Game Boy Original, Advance, and Color. The Intellivision, Master System, and Genesis. N64 limited support. Some N64 games play very well. Others have slowdowns or major issues. The nature of N64 emulation.
Sure.
But you've got NES, TurboGrafx, one of my favorite. Great little system. It's a shame it didn't do better in America.
I like Joe Montana 2 football and was it Bonk the Caveman Boy?
Bonk. I think you're thinking of Bonk. Bonk's Adventure.
Bonk, yes. Great games.
The 32X, the Sega CD, again, another one of my personal favorites. Super Nintendo, Vectrex, and Odyssey 2. That's 20 different platforms and over 7,500 games. And the way it works is you choose the system you want, press the red A button, and everything.
Games.
As you scroll through the list, you see box art and descriptions for almost all of the game.
Golly, Patrick, that's beautiful. One of my favorites was the old Final Fight game back in the day, the old 1980 Capcom. That's always classic.
Yeah.
I always like those classic beat 'em up games.
Yeah.
Altered Beast. Oh my goodness, yes. Yep. Oh, this one of Sega's finest games out there, Altered Beast.
Yep.
I love where you got the power, you got to take control and become the wolf and all that. Just a great game. And the graphics, they totally take you back in time to 1991,
Yeah. And the thing is, because it's a high def signal, it's a high def connection. It looks and plays well on a modern television.
Sure, and I guess it would hook up through your HDMI cord, right?
Yes.
Oh, great! That's awesome.
That's kind of the problem. Taking an actual old console and hooking it up to a modern TV is problematic. A lot of times the stuff is out of sync. It doesn't look or it doesn't sound right. But this is just a really good all-in-one solution for the person like me who just loves the old games. I've been in love with video games. Space Invaders came to my local mall when I was 12.
Oh my goodness.
And even then, I knew I was seeing something that was going to change the world.
Mm-hmm. One of the best. And you know what? The closer those aliens got to you, your heart started racing a little bit faster, didn't it?
Oh, they did. Oh, and when they actually ported it over to the 2600, and you could play it at home. I mean, that was just the most incredible thing to me and my friends. I swear we must have played that game till our eyes bled.
Yes. When my dad got us started in 1978. I was 1 year old, but I remember playing it at 2 or 3. He got us that Mattelvision, and then we followed it up with Mattel and Television 2 with the little voice box. We used to play the B-17 Bomber. You know, we play these games. I was about 3 or 4, and I remember Night Stalker, Burger Time, Frogger.
Oh, yeah.
The frog always got ran over, unfortunately. But my goodness. So Patrick, I'm going to bring up your website on the screen real quick here.
Okay.
And there it is. Yesterday's games, today's technology. Like Patrick said, the website says 7,000, but he's just being modest because you're going to get 7,500 of the greatest games ever made. I mean, these games are history in the books, but they're good for your TV, and they still got the looks. To this day, they're the games you're going to want to play. Patrick, my goodness, man, thank you so much for coming by and being one of our premier retailer showcase here at Baltimore Comic-Con. Do you have any final thoughts for anyone out there watching at home?
Nothing comes to it. Just God, I wish I were there with all of you. Right? You know, I love the convention life. I love being there amongst the fans. I love giving my pitch. I love talking to people who love gaming as much as I do. I just, I miss you all, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in 2021.
Golly, God bless you, Patrick. We miss you too. Me and Anthony. When this gets over, we're gonna come play some Pac-Man, right, Anthony? Anthony, what was your favorite?
Well, I just want to say that I'm 56 years old, so I was the first kid on my block, that I knew that had an Atari 2600.
Oh.
I was the first kid that had the 5200, and I was the first kid that almost didn't graduate from high school because I played too much Defender and Robotron and Pac-Man. So.
Oh gosh, that is so.
Yeah, awesome. that first whole arcade boom, really victimized my academics.
Yeah, you were right in the thick of it, just like Patrick. Well, Patrick, again, thank you so much from SKG Retro Gaming. You can find out more skgretrogaming.com. Order now, and you're going to be thrown back in time on the rewind, playing some of these awesome games from the yesteryear. Patrick, thank you so much, man. Have a great one, all right?
Thank you. Yeah, you too.
Next up, Anthony, we have one of the best. Out there in Las Vegas, they got this awesome comic book store, comic book service. I've used them before, and I'm talking Desert Wind Comics. So everyone out there in virtual land, give a big shout out to Christine here from Desert Wind Comics. Christine, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
It is so good to see you. I got to chat with you last night. We got the Snyder Flat family up here. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. It's about 5:30, 5:45-ish here, so it's still daylight out.
Well, it is good to see you. It's good. It's nighttime. Is it nighttime over where you are, Anthony?
Oh yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock. Yeah, we're on the East Coast here, so we're 8:44. Yeah.
It's dark here in the state of Texas as well. But we're so excited to have you here. Can you tell us a little bit about Desert Wind Comics and how it's the source for those awesome signatures that people want to get on their comic books?
So for everybody out there who wants signatures on their comics, we actually will go to conventions for you. This year was kind of, a little different because COVID and everybody, we want to keep safe. So we've been doing our private signings, which is our Legends tour. And that was actually brought up by our founder and CEO, who sadly passed this year. His name was Chandler Rice.
One of the best.
He wanted to make sure that anybody who had a comic, if they wanted it signed, he was going to get it done for you. Anybody you could think of. I know he worked very closely with Stan and John Romita Jr., and he was just one of the best in our business. But what we do, and we're still keeping it going, because I know a lot of people out there are wondering, are we going to shut down or are we not? We are not going to shut down. We are doing a few private signings right now. If you check out our website, we can definitely, see what books we can get done for you. We also have our eBay going right now.
Nice.
And we have a few books up. I know one of them is this gem right here. It's a giant-sized X-Men 9.6, and it has a beautiful Stan Lee signature on there.
Oh, that's
so
great.
Beautiful gem. Make part of your collection. But and I mean, one of my favorite parts is just seeing all the happy people that we get their stuff done.
Yep.
I'm actually the person you'd be talking to for customer service. So, it's kind of, it's a fun little thing.
And we were talking last night about Chandler. Whenever I got my Avengers 1 signed and my Fantastic Four 1 signed, Chandler was so nice. I worked through Desert Wind Comics to get Stan the Man to sign those 2 grails of mine, and he couldn't have been nicer. And I could call Chandler on his cell phone, and he would just, I think one time he was on an airplane or something.
Yes, and that is what we're going to still continue, is stuff like that, where we're going to actually have Chandler's cell phone as our company's phone. So you'll be hearing from like myself or Lauren or Sharon, his wife, about anything you have questions on or going forward with that. So we do want to still keep that personable touch, as that is, our key for all of this. That's just how we were built.
I think customer service is key in any business. I know, listening to Anthony, I know the customers is, some of the, you want those smiling faces to come back and, spend more time with you, learning the hobby, and, giving the customer what they want. So,
well, what my favorite part is when I get told, hey, this is my favorite book and you guys got it signed for me, and I can't tell you how happy I am. That makes me feel great inside. I cannot imagine feeling any better from that. Just knowing somebody got their dream come true, hanging on their wall.
What is some of the signatures, folks you have coming up? What are some of the artists and writers that are coming up to sign some of the books for y'all?
So some of the comic book artists that we have coming up, we're going to be doing stuff with Jerry Conway, Roy Thomas, Chris Claremont. We're going to be announcing soon Jim Lee and I believe Tom Palmer.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm looking on y'all's website and I see Larry Lieber on there as well. And
yes, well, Larry right now is kind of a hit or miss right now. He is actually very deathly afraid of COVID, so he can't meet with our witness as of right now. We are working very closely with him to, when he feels comfortable, then we will have somebody meet with him and get all of our signatures. And we want to make sure our creators feel welcome as well.
You got Walt and Wheezy Simonson there.
Oh yes, they're coming up. Jim Starlin, I believe, is on there. So, and I believe we're also going to be doing a John Romita Jr. soon as well.
Yeah, I'm going to show y'all's website real quick so people can make sure they get over to desertwindcomics.com, because they're going to want to see all these awesome people that are going to be there. Let's see if there we go. There's a nice Stan Lee sig on the old Journey into Mystery, and a little Fantastic Four 645. You got your own Desert Wind Comics logo on there? Yeah,
we do. We actually have a few of those raw still in our office that are signed by Joe Sinnott. I know he passed earlier this year, so that's something that we have up on our eBay store as well.
Yep, Joe Sinnott, of course, one of the best inkers of all time, probably the best in that era that he was in. And Anthony, what can you say about some of these awesome signings and signatures from some of the greats?
Well, I just saw my old friend Herb Trimpe that you that has in your pictures, and I really miss Herb.
Herb, yeah.
That was he was man. It just upsets me to think about it. But I mean, this is a commission I had him do that I have right here.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow, yes.
Hulk says doing deals with Anthony is no headache.
Of course,
So I actually wrote this. So as far as a gag, this is like I'm a published writer. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well,
Yeah.
I'm
So
a big
and
fan.
Joe, Joe Stinnett passing. That was we did a great interview with him that I have posted on my channel, on my page, and on CAF and stuff like that. And Joe, what a classy gentleman he was. Just the best that ever lived at what he did. Just that's all.
One of the best.
And that Giant Size 1 I saw, man, that's my favorite book ever. I remember the day I went to the 7-Eleven on the spinner rack, and I saw that one. I'm like, oh, that's going to be a good one, and I bought 2 of them, and that was a whole $1. So that really cut into my whole budget there that I had to spend at the time. But it was that same instinct in me today, that was the genesis of it that, built the business that I have,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's true for a lot of businesses, especially the comic book ones, because we're all comic book fans at heart. And when we get those comics, that's where we start. I mean, for a lot of people, my producer behind the scenes, Chad, he really got into reading by reading comics that his mom brought him. And when you get that signature and Christine, when you see, like you said, when you see their faces get the signatures of their favorite creators on their favorite collected books over the years, that's just, I know I just love it. I'm smiling and giddy like I just opened up Christmas gifts under the Christmas tree,
Yes, and that's exactly what we hope for every single customer. We want, I love that feeling. That is honestly my favorite feeling. Every day when I get an email, phone call, something that says, hey, you've done an amazing job. You made my dreams come true. And that it's almost like you're Santa Claus, but without being Santa Claus.
That's awesome. Well, Christine, do you have any final words for the fans at home watching virtually from Baltimore Comic-Con Live?
I would say have a great evening, and definitely check us out. Make sure that we can make your dreams come true too with getting the signatures that you want.
All right. Well, we
vote for Desert Wind. They'll make your dreams come true.
2020.
Amen to that. Well, you have a good one, Christine, and we'll talk again soon. You've been great, and have a great
thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Bye-bye. All right, Anthony. Next up, we've got
they're from Vegas too, right?
Yep, they are. Desert Wind is out of Las Vegas area, and they're some of the best. Like I said, I got my Avengers 1, and I got my Fantastic Four, and number 1 signed by Stan Lee. Sadly, the Avengers 1, I let that go in one of my Legends Live auctions, but it went to a good home. And it's kind of like you, Anthony. You don't want to stay too attached to your collection because your collection constantly evolves. And I know you, with over 7,000 square feet warehouse, that thing is really evolving. But hey, real quick, we're going to bring on our next guest of the night, our next retailer, and it is Vintage Comics and Toys. VC.
Hey.
What's going on, brother? What's your first name?
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, Anthony. How you doing?
Hi.
Hey, how are you? I know this guy.
All
Good,
right, yeah,
good.
y'all talk a little
Yeah,
bit,
I
man.
know you. I know you.
Toys. How goes it?
Good. It's been pretty crazy pandemic season. Comics have been super crazy busy. Selling toys, also super hot. So we're coming down to the end of Comic-Con season, and glad to have you guys. Glad to be on the show. So
what was interesting, I'm a kid, born in the late 70s, but a kid of the 80s. How is your 80s toys moving?
Man, I can't. Well, the thing is,
G.I. Joes.
Yeah. Well, we sell a good amount. A lot of Star Wars interest. Definitely this year. With the Mandalorian ending last winter, and that's just gone nuclear. I gotta say, even with the comic book market, just Star Wars is like just a new fun thing to collect right now. Fans have been like waiting forever for Star Wars to really become mainstream. You know?
And even the Mandalorian, that show is just phenomenal. And of course, the child, everyone calls him Baby Yoda.
Yeah, I actually brought one of 2 books here that are really on super fire right now because of the show. And here is the Clone Wars 1, which was limited to 1,000 copies. It was a 9.8 condition and super hard to get in high grade. And it's a big book. I think one sold for $5,500 recently.
Oh yeah, definitely. We call those big boy books around here.
It's just madness because modern like this book was like $300 in February this year.
Yeah,
$300.
Amazing.
We also have
goes up in price. You know, whatever is hot in the market, it just goes up really quick.
Yeah. We also have here the first appearance of Bo-Katan and the Black Saber, which is going to be a very, very big part of the story for season 2. I actually had 3 9/8 of this. It's just sold immediately.
Wow! So you sold all the 9/8 then?
Yeah, I had the 3 9/8. There's another one out there. I'm not gonna say who has it. I do know the guy. Yeah, so that just recently popped up on the market. That's cool. It's like a child's book, and you actually see Bo right here.
That is so cool.
They're on the back cover.
Yeah, I love it how he's on the back cover, or front cover, back cover, but at least he's presentable outside the case.
Right. So like modern has been just crazy, like insane. Like the returns on investments and such, it's been crazy. It's just top down. Even with the vintage stuff, even like I have this book here. It was like maybe $400 or $500 to start.
Wow.
I have the where is it? First appearance of Scarecrow.
On the big screen. Yeah, that's
Silver
the first
Age.
Scarecrow. Silver Age Scarecrow. It's got the go checks on the top. I love that.
And like
8.0. That's a good high grade 8.0.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it was $500, and it's about hovering around $800, $900 right now.
Wow.
I mean, vintage books are great to buy too. It's just with no local shows, and it's hard to see certain vendors are just like quarantined and hold up. It's just hard to get inventory, So
exactly. One good thing about
luckily,
the live shows, you can like trade with other vendors, and are open to trades maybe with some of the customers and things like that to get stuff that's brand new to your store that you may not have had before.
Right. Auntie and I have done a lot of deals before in the past too. So, I miss seeing the vendors,
Yeah, remember that show a couple years ago where there were no customers? I'm not going to say which one it was, but there were no customers.
Right.
None.
Yeah,
I think I did like 5 transactions the whole weekend, and 3 of them were with you.
Right. Wow. Yeah, it was.
Remember that one?
But, I know. I remember. So like modern books, it's been nuts. I got another book here to show you guys.
Yeah.
Let's see. So this book, right, is a new trend, right? This is all new Marvel .1. It's the first full appearance of Kamala Khan.
Yes.
She's right. Let's see. She's right here on the cover. And Anthony, like reprint books, like second prints, third prints. I mean, we just threw these at the dollar box, you know, like we didn't even care about these books. Like, and the fact is, like, now mainstream pop culture is like really, really embracing rare, low print, hard find, high grade books right now. So this book, so let's say started the pandemic. Let's say it was like around $200. Right now, this book and a 9.8 just sold for $3,000.
Oh wow!
It's just
second print.
It's stupid.
Times have changed. I'm like you and Anthony. I remember back in the day, you threw those in the box and you just hope to get rid of them.
Right. Yeah, we didn't have that in my generation. A second print was garbage, right? You know, now it's like that 6th, 7th, 8th print or something like that, you know, has such a low print run that the market considers that a low rare variant. And that's the terminology. It's a low variant now, low print run, rare variant, and is desirable. It's come full circle.
That's it.
I mean, it is. I mean, to me, as you know, someone who tries to be with mainstream, with pop culture, you know, like, I mean, you got people who, the same type of customers buy like spend thousands of dollars on Air Force Ones and Jordans and stuff. It's just a different colorway, you know. I mean, it's a little different. It's not a different color, but the blue is kind of cool, you know. So, you know. But yeah, I mean, this market's been insane. It's been so much on fire. I got another book here. Something is Killing the Children. Anthony, you've probably been like buying a bunch of these whenever they come out when the ratio variants.
I've seen that.
Comics.
That's one of those hot ones.
So this one was a diamond retailer in New York Comic Con.
That's it.
But yeah, I mean,
I have a number one in my claim sale. I think Something's Killing the Children.
Oh, you got one?
I think so.
Well, you know what? Vintage Comics and Toys. I want to show the fans.
Just sold for $180.
I want to show the fans your website real quick. Let me bring that up on my screen here, and that way they'll know where to go. I've got it pulled up. There we go. So VintageComicsAndToys.com. You got your comics. You got die-cast cars and vehicles, figures, toys, Funkos, the vintage figures and toys, and much, much more is in store over there at Vintage Comics and Toys. There's a classic Marvel Premiere 15, of course, first Iron Fist, and then you got some dudes that know some martial arts right there with Naruto and
that was Kamehameha.
Yeah, the good
Dragon
stuff.
Ball.
Well, Vintage Comics and stuff, thank you so much for being on here for Baltimore. Do you have any final thoughts for the fans out there at Baltimore?
Read comics. Support your local comic book shop. Just enjoy and have a safe time out there. All right, guys?
That's it, man. Well, you have a great night.
Thanks. It was good seeing you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Awesome. So cool. So we are back here. I might be having a little technical difficulties. I don't know if I'm kind of lagging. Am I lagging on y'all's end, Anthony?
No, not right now. No, we're cool.
Good. You sound great too. I'm going to go ahead and bring out our next guest. Oh, thanks, brother. Thanks.
It is better to look good than to feel good.
That's right. I'm going to bring out our next guest. This is Russell Fine from Fine Comic Collectibles. Russell, how you doing this evening?
Good. How's it going, guys?
Doing great.
Hey.
Good to see you.
A familiar face. How's it going?
Anthony,
I'm well.
That guy
I'm good.
down there.
Yeah, we're doing well.
Russell, how are you doing? How's business treating you?
Well, good. I mean, majority of our business was show volume, so we had to pretty much pivot in order to make it work. So, I mean, you know, the online piece has been, it's been a good learning curve for me. So it's been something to push me out of the box. I felt like I was always good right in front of the customer, but when it come to the website, it was basically, here's how to get a hold of me, here's how to order something, and that's about as good as it got. So now in terms of doing, live sales and getting in groups and all that kind of stuff. It's been both rewarding and certainly something that I've had. The learning curve has been pretty steep.
Well, you know what I love? I was checking out your site, and I've seen you at some of the cons, and I think I may have even bought a sleeve. Me and my buddy Carson may have bought some sleeves from you last Baltimore con, and you are really, your name's Fine Comic Collectibles. You want to keep those collectibles in fine condition, and you sell some of the premier art supplies, poster tubes, frames, portfolios. What can you tell us about those?
Yeah, I mean, it's basically I'm the service booth at the shows. I don't have the sexy and the sizzle, but in terms of all that money you spend trying to protect stuff, that's how I got into the business. I bought a bunch of collectibles, and you get back from the con and you do this flexing thing and be like, hey guys, check out all the stuff I got. And then it would either set in a pile or get tucked in a box and it never made it to the wall, or you'd pull it out and be like, oh crap, I just folded the corner on that. Now I'm not going to put that stuff up. Yeah. So that's kind of how I jumped into it. So I basically carry everything from, like you said, poster tubes to we do on-site framing at the shows, comic boxes, we do comic frames, pretty much anything you can find to collect in the, I'd say, pop culture movie comics realm, we're able to protect it.
Yeah, I'm seeing stuff like all the different sizes. You got stuff for the original artwork, posters, movies, comics. Even it says you got protection for the action figures. What would go into some protection for action figures?
Well, it kind of depends on what you're looking for. I mean, obviously everybody knows, and I'm sure they roll their eyes. There's the love-hate with Funko Pops. That's part, right? So that's part of it. And then if you go to specialized shows, like I've done Star Wars Celebration, then you've got to have the specialized for the Black Series. So you have to have those boxes for it.
Oh, yeah.
And people are pretty particular about it. And they want things consistent. And you got to have that, the star cases. You got to have them.
So I always, have some Funkos close by, the ever-loving blue-eyed, or shall I say black-eyed thing here. But, yeah, I normally have the little I've got some of those pop protectors that are the hard plastic, and then I've got the soft plastic, but I always like them in those, and I like keeping the dust off those bad boys. I'm kind of one of those in-the-box kind of guys.
I'm the same way. When I was a heavy toy guy, thankfully, I've stopped that, although Funko kind of screwed that up for me. I got completely out of toys, and now somehow I've amassed a couple hundred of those darn things. But, yeah, I mean, it's all a function of, if you don't want them dented, if you don't want to mess with dust in them, if you want to be able to display that stuff and get them out of the closet, that's kind of our, our bread and butter.
That's the way to do it. And I'm sure folks that are over at Anthony Snyder's buying some of that original artwork, they might come by your booth and get that added protection just to make it a little stronger and make it last a little longer before they get home and they end up with some kind of crease or corner bend, like you said. Oh, that would drive me nuts. Yeah. Anthony, I know Anthony, I'm sure Anthony's had folks at his booth they're maybe mishandling or being a little too tough with these collectibles. Anthony, do you ever have some customers like that where maybe they're shaking the stuff too hard or getting frisky with it?
Well, I mean, like at Baltimore, I set up with all my art inventory, and art is kind of a little different animal in the way that if it catches a ding, it's like doesn't affect value. It takes a lot to really affect value on art, but I mean, I use some top loaders, and then I use some Mylar and with backing boards, and it's okay. I mean, it actually, going to and from shows and all the travel and the handling that has more of an effect on condition than. But I'm always about getting people to buy protective devices for the stuff that they buy. I'm not about I share that with whoever's set up near me. Hey, they have stuff right there to for autographs and 8x10s and stuff like that. So
that's awesome. Russell, what's some of your most stuff that gets sold the most at your booth? What are people buying in there the most?
Well, I'm guilty of it because, like Anthony was talking about, to and from the show, because there's just so many. You're either picking up, you're finally getting that 9.8, or you're finally getting one of those 300 copy only show exclusives.
Oh, yeah.
Or you're finally getting an original. You're getting your commission. It's one of the few shows that Perez is at or something like that. So I've been pushing folks. Although we carry all the top loaders, we've actually moved, and I'm sure Anthony knows these well. You got to go with the portfolio books. We carry the full line. We actually are direct partners. We buy directly from Etoya now, so we carry their full catalog. So this is the only way really to go to the shows is to travel with the book. And then we partnered with them to do an exclusive. I kept giving them a hard time that everything was about artwork and nothing was about comics. So we have our exclusive with Etoya. So we actually have a comic portfolio. So the comics can stay in the bag and board,
I like that.
and you can flip through them just like
that's great.
Portfolio. And they come with.
Wait a minute, you're actually doing some thinking about this.
I love
You're
it.
actually applying some thinking to this? This is amazing. That's awesome.
Silly stuff. And then it comes with a travel sleeve.
Sure.
Nice. I want those.
Yeah, we need those.
So we try to come up with those kind of solutions so that folks are like, okay, if I get this ding, there's no way I'm getting a 9.8 out of that. And sometimes you don't want to stand in the CGC line at the show to get all that stuff squared away. I know a lot of the dealers swamp that booth. So, sometimes you want to get them home and have your shop turn them in.
That's
awesome.
That's great.
Anything for portfolio. And then folks want to get their stuff on the wall. We've got a couple of solutions. We have a partner out of Portland that we work with. So if you don't want to CGC your books, I know Anthony doesn't like to hear this, but if you don't want to grade your book, but you want it to look like your graded book, you can do that. And a lot of the artists, what they'll do, this is an example, one of the artists that I sell to, where he customizes. So he customizes his own headers, customizes his own backings. And then if you wanted to, just like a J. Scott Campbell or Tyler Kirkham would do, is put their seals on the bottom of the cases. So then you get that kind of look and feel of a graded book. But you can still open it up and switch it out for another book.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Like a do-it-yourself slab.
Yep.
That's very cool. Well, you
So
know what?
it's stuff like
I don't
that.
mind that at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you how many collections I bought that people have actually they have the paper and the header from CGC in an open book because they wanted to look at it and they wanted to feel it and they wanted to have a relationship with their comic books like we had when we were kids in our nostalgia time.
That's
So I love that idea.
Okay.
Well,
And then the other thing that I think you guys it's not new to anybody, but I think especially the dealers love them is the clear backing boards.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you've got those
cool.
wraparound covers or you've got, like Anthony is selling raws, like sometimes there's certain books, you're going to make more money on those lower grade raw books, but folks want to see the back and they want to touch it. So putting them encased in clear backing boards is the way to go. Or if your
That's
top
great.
books, if you're not going to grade them, it's a good way to upgrade without spending a boatload of money. I'd say if I had to pick the things, those are the things that sell. I've been popping pretty good.
Yeah, that's something I think would be really cool, especially if it's like wraparound art, or like you said, just seeing those old timey back covers on the back of the books.
Yeah,
those just the classic ads. That
you're gonna laugh. You said about the wraparounds. We and of course, I didn't bring one because I didn't want to inundate with a bunch of minutia. We developed last year a sleeve that goes in any standard 11 by 14 frame, so it's a Mylar sleeve. So when you have wraparound covers or connecting covers, you now can put them in a Mylar sleeve and put them in any frame 11 by 14 that you want, that you can actually get them to the wall.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I'm gonna show your website real quick here. We got FineComicCollectibles.com, folks. FineComicCollectibles.com, and this is the place you're gonna want to go for all your protective supplies, frames, and portfolios. And you only get it here, BaltimoreComicConLive.com, and make sure you check out Russell Fine, because he's bringing the fine to comic collectibles, and we really appreciate you, Russell. We thank you so much. Do you have any final thoughts for the folks watching us here at home?
No, the biggest thing is keep collecting and support small business.
That's it. Beautiful. Well, Russell, have a great evening and stay safe out there.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. All right, Anthony. We've got a guy I met last year at Baltimore, one of my favorites. Me and my co-host of the Comic Core Cat Ren Figures interviewed this guy, and I'm talking the great Gordon Smooter is here. Gordon from the Puppet Forge. What's going on?
Hey, guys. I hope
Hey, Gordon.
I hope everything's going great. It looks like you guys are having a lot of fun. I came in a little early, but
we're so glad to have you.
Looks like you're going gangbusters here.
How is the old work going at the Transylvania television station?
Transylvania Television has been horrifically affected by our current pandemic situation. But one of these days, we're going to get back in the studio and we're going to keep doing it. We've got a lot of plans, a lot of things that we want to get done. One of those things is actually rebuilding some of our cast members. I don't know if your viewers are familiar with me that much. I make puppets for a living. So one of the things that we do is create a show called Transylvania Television. It's all about monsters that run a TV station, and it's available on Hoopla and on Tubi TV, and also on oh gosh, I've forgotten already.
Is it still on Amazon Prime?
It's online. You can find it online. I'm sorry?
Is it still on Amazon Prime?
We are no longer on Amazon. Amazon decided that they wanted a bigger cut.
Yeah.
So we pulled our show.
I did watch most of the episodes on there because I had to get my Furry J Acker Monster kick, because it's only voiced by one of the coolest guys around in town, of course, yourself. But man, what a great show, though. Well, I'm excited to see that. Do you have any good puppets today from the Puppet Forge you could show us?
I do. But let's see here. I actually maintain an Etsy shop. So
yes.
I love Etsy.
Some of the puppets that I'm going to show you are available right now on my Etsy shop.
Cool.
So, and some of the ones I'll show you are unfinished that are going to be going up on the Etsy shop. So, let's see what I got here. This is one of my favorites, and nobody seems to have a lot of love for this guy. But
oh, look at that bad boy!
How you doing?
Aww.
Hi, everybody.
What's
Hello
your name?
out there in TV land? Hi there.
Hey.
He's
That's great.
I'm just calling him a raucous rodent.
Raucous rodent.
He's got a little bit of got some kind of crazy little stuff going on here. There are multiples of him up there, so he's one of my value puppets. I also call them hobby puppets. He doesn't come with anything like movable hand or arm rods or opposable fingers or anything. He's just one of the more affordable offerings up on the site. So, hey there, everybody have fun.
Hello. We're having fun tonight, my friend. It's good to see that guy. I love it. And people could get one of these awesome hobby puppets for a low price, and then use some kind of small coat hangers, or improvise with little like plastic rods, maybe from Michael's or from some of the craft stores.
Actually, when people order these, I actually put in a slip sheet that gives them instructions on how to actually add their own arm rods. One of the things that makes a puppet really expensive to ship is space in a box, and arm rods take up a lot of space. Just because you can't fold them or smush them or anything. So I have free shipping on all my puppets, so I'm eating that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go crazy with the shipping costs. So these little guys, when I send them out, I actually basically it's a matter of just getting yourself a couple of really nice solid chopsticks, and you can put them in. And hot glue them in the arms.
That's an excellent idea. How about this guy? What's this guy's name?
How you doing? Hey, everybody. How are you? This is a little fairykin kind of guy. Little I don't know, maybe kobold-like or something. And he's got his little outfit going on.
Awesome. Well, it's good to see you. How's it going? Yeah.
All right. Whoa. Okay.
That's a cool one. I like that guy. He looks like just a dude that right out of a fairy tale, you know?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Well, that was kind of what I was aiming for. So I also have I got a couple of what I call professional puppets.
Oh, the big boys right here.
Yeah, this guy. Hey, how you doing? Hey, everybody.
Hello, what's your name, fella?
He's kind of a swamp creature. He's kind of green and mossy and furry and weird.
Kind of like he might have been next to the creature from the Black Lagoon or something. Back
he's my next door neighbor.
Yeah. That's a great look
over on the left.
Now, how long, Gordon, does it take to create a character like that?
These guys usually take me about a day or two. The value puppets I make in batches of 6. So, it's kind of a Henry Ford process. But the professional puppets are all individuals, and I make them all to be their own character. And a lot of people ask me, what's the name, and I don't do that. I don't put a name on them. That's up to the customer. It's your character once you buy them. I also tell people, don't be afraid to add things to this puppet. If you think that he needs a hat, give him a hat.
Yeah.
Give him earrings, give him a nose ring, give him what you can do to individualize your puppet.
Yeah.
These guys, the professional end puppets are a little more expensive, but they come with posable fingers. They have wire inside the fingers that you can pose. They all have steel arm rods. So there's the arm rod. So, you can really, use them to gesture and scratch your head and all kinds of stuff.
Golly, that's awesome.
But so I got a bunch of guys up there right now. I got a stack of other puppets that I'm working on. So it's we've got the Etsy store here for folks that want to look up. Now you can find Puppet Forge website is thepuppetforge.com. But like Gordon said, check out the Etsy shop, etsy.com/shop/ The Puppet Forge. Yeah, right there. Pro Puppet Green Monster, and then all these other items. Check them out, and they're going to be available with free shipping because he eats the cost on the shipping. I remember this awesome spider puppet here. I know Cat Wren adopted one of your spiders and named it Lawrence the Spider. But yeah, Gordon, we appreciate you coming on. I can't wait for all this stuff to be over with so we can meet up again at some of the cons. And do you have any final thoughts for the folks at Baltimore Comic-Con tonight? We enjoy getting out to Baltimore Comic-Con. It's a little bit of a trip for us. We're in Minneapolis, but it is one of our favorite conventions. We love talking to the artists and seeing all the famous comic names out there. We're big comic fans, so it's always a good trip for us.
Well, Gordon, thank you so much for coming on, and hopefully we'll get to see you soon. We got to have you back on the Comic Core sometime, but you take care and you have a great rest of the evening. All right.
All righty.
Take care, Gordon. Gordon Smooter, everybody. Next up, we're going right on through these. We have got Armory Quest coming at us live here at Baltimore Comic-Con Live. Thank you so much for being patient. Armory Quest, how are y'all doing tonight? Y'all may have your mics on mute. You may need to check your microphone. It looks like you might be on mute. You might have to scroll down to your little picture. Yeah, there we go. We hear you now. Armory Quest, how are y'all doing? What is your name? What are your names?
Heidi and Alan here.
Heidi, all right. Heidi and who?
Alan, my husband.
Dylan, all right.
How you doing, folks?
Dude, good to see y'all tonight. Armory Quest, you have some of the coolest weapons, masks, all these freaking awesome things. What can you tell us about Armory Quest?
Hey there. So we sell foam weapons and props. All of our foam weapons and props are foam injected molds. Majority of our things are hand painted. I have a variety of weapons I'd like to show you today.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I do feel bad. It is very loud. Like I said, we are at the unofficial Fantasy Fest. And it is a little difficult to hear you. I'm sure we have a pretty large background noise here, but I do have some featured items I'd like to show you.
Yeah, show us some of these weapons. You know, I'm sure a lot of the folks out there,
excited.
they're into the LARP. They love the live
I
action
do
role
have
play.
Destiny guns that I'd like to show you, and I do have the Ace of Spades.
Whoa!
In red and in white.
Red and white Ace of Spades. Those look sweet.
So yes, and I'll give you a close up here. You want to come over to the light, Alan?
Wow, the detail on those are phenomenal.
They feel really great to hold. They're pretty amazing. And so yes, I have them in both colors here. And that price is $45.
Nice. Awesome. That's freaking awesome. That's a great price too for two big hand cannons.
Yes. No, that's the, and they're about I would say about a foot long, just for reference. And then this is a super hot item I have right now. This is my last word.
Go farther back in the way.
You see that all right there? And he'll give you a close up here.
Beautiful. Golly, how do you make something like that?
So
well,
yes,
I guess
like
you don't want to tell your
injection
secrets,
molds.
but you know, yeah.
And they're very fine detailed. And I mean, even the gold that's kind of embroidered within the foam is very fine detailed as well. Again, this is about I would say about a foot in length, 12 inches.
That is awesome.
And the price here, this is $60. And most of these items, by the way, are not featured on our website. So just feel free to contact us through our website or at armoryquest.com or our email armoryquest@gmail.com. Like I said, they're not on our website. We're happy to ship these out. Let me move on. I got some more here. So I have Thorn. This is also a very hot item. I have a small version and a very large version. So the first one's about 8 inches. The other one's about 12 inches. Want to give a close-up of that?
That looks really cool.
So, and that's the top.
Wow, those look like a ghost pirate could be wielding those on a ghost ship out in the seven seas somewhere. Awesome.
So then I'm going to show you something else. We got the Meat-Eye multi-tool. This has a nice grip and it fits just perfectly here.
Wow, that's a big old gun right there.
It is. This is about 2 feet.
Whoa, 2 feet. Okay.
So it's a beauty. It's a pretty one.
And who are some of your biggest customers? Do you have a lot of the live action role players come in to get some good weaponry or some cosplayers?
Yes, we do sell LARP weapons as well. So live action role play is we're definitely in our market of customers. So as well as cosplayers, and we pertain to the anime and cosplay, LARP community, gaming community. We have a lot of gamer fans. And then I have one more here, and I have Better Devils. And that is what that looks like.
That's awesome. I love the color scheme on that one. The red, the white, the black. That really just pops. Amazing. Very cool.
Yeah. All right. And what is our Better Devils? Our Better Devils is $35.
Nice.
Along with the Meat-Eye multi-tool. I'm not sure if I said that. Meat-Eye multi-tool is also $35. And then moving on, I have some swords here. And I have Definite Cry sword. This is the Rebellion, the Dante sword. I have it in silver as well as red.
Nice. Both of those are stunning. I like both of them, red and silver. You just fans watching at home, Baltimore, dual wield these bad boys. Awesome. I love those.
These are a beauty too. And these are 65.
Mm-hmm.
As well as for Deborah Van Cry, I have the Red Queen, and this is Nero's sword.
Nice.
This sword in particular has a lot of weight. A lot of detail. Do you want to get in on the detail?
That's a lot of good detail there. That one looks like a futuristic
Very
gun that could really
for sure.
sword that could demolish.
How much is that one?
I don't know if I said the Red Queen is 95.
The Red Queen
And I
95.
also have a Kratos axe. The Kratos axe is 65. That's from God of War. Lots of detail.
My neck wouldn't like being on the end of that axe, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
That's the executioner style.
Another item I have, also a very popular item, I have a Thor hammer, and this is actually considered a LARP Thor hammer. It can really take a beating, a hit, which I think is kind of cool. Again, there's a lot of detail here. It has a string. Rope access.
That's nice right there. A good old Thor hammer, a good old Mjolnir. Well, let me show the fans, everyone.
I do apologize.
Let me show everyone your website real quick.
I said, I'm going live at a show right now.
Yeah, we got armoryquest.com, everybody. This is their website. And like they said, if you've seen something on this video, or if you're watching this video on the rewind, make sure you contact them on their website, armoryquest.com, and they have the contact us link right there where you can contact them. And they also have where you can do some online shopping as well. All right. Well, thank you so much, Armory Quest. Do you have any final thoughts for the folks at Baltimore?
Hey there, I'm back. Sorry.
That's all right.
The Loki staff.
Oh, that's a beautiful looking staff there.
Sorry, we do apologize about the draft. We have a lot going on here.
Oh, that's it. Well, we're going to send some people to your website, Armory Quest, because y'all's weapons look like the best. Oh, yes. Well, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for coming out, and we'll see you soon at Baltimore Comic-Con Live. All right, man. Great. Now. Sorry about that, Anthony. I was taking us both out of the picture, but we got to host a show, and our next guest is here. Let me scroll down. I think our next guest is here. There we are. We have Andrew Flume is here. Andrew, how are you doing tonight? Oh, Andrew.
No, that's my producer.
That's Anthony. That's Anthony's producer. Oh my gosh. Well, the great part about, oh my God, hey, someone's cloned Anthony. Oh man, this is going to be one of my favorite parts of the show right here, Anthony, where we're going to be taking a look at Anthony's Comic Art.com. Is that the website? Did I get it right? Anthony's Comic Art.
Yeah, Anthony's Comicbookart.com. That's for sure.
Comicbookart.com.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. There's the phone number. You got the email. And we're going to be talking a little bit about a claim sale going on here. Anthony's eBay store, of course, that's in the scroll down below. Anthony's eBay store is called Anthony's Comic Book Art. And you know what was cool, Anthony? I've got stuff from your store before because you're so good with the customers. You put a thank you note in there. You put your little card in there when you guest star on the Modern Men. So that's awesome. I mean, that's first class service right there. And for you to do that, and that's your eBay store. You get even better service when you meet the man in real life.
Yeah, I appreciate that, pumping me up like that. But I mean, it's all about customer service to me. I believe in making customers and keeping them, not doing. Some people in this business want to score off people. I don't. I want to score customers, and keep them coming back.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Well, tonight for the claim sale, everybody, Anthony is going to be showing us some things tonight. And what we're going to have Anthony's PayPal address showing up on the bottom of the screen in the little banner. There it is right now. PayPal Anthony at anthonysnyder.com. And we've even got Spider-Man being attacked by a giant mutant spider right now. It's great to see Spidey hanging out with Anthony Snyder, protecting the humongous warehouse, over 7,000 square feet of comic books, comic book art, collectibles, memorabilia, all the best stuff. And I would probably have to say largest store, one of the largest stores in not only North America, but the world.
Yeah, I actually have the most populated art website,
mm-hmm.
and the most stuff, the most actual art pieces that, I believed in, being a provider of all price points. So we have everything from dollar books in our store, to six-figure art piece on the art website.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I've tried to diversify as much as possible and keep things moving, like getting into Pokemon and Magic and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And heck, just the transition to get into graded comics was a big transition, I used to go do art deals and I'd leave the comics, for years and years. So just doing comics, and starting like 10 years ago, I started getting back into comics.
Mainframe.com,
and then doing the grading comics.
One of the things that
are we going to do like the number 1 through?
Yeah,
I got 136 books here.
Yeah, let's do that
to showcase for a claim sale.
One of the things I like when I watched you on John Suntress's wordballoon.com on his YouTube channel at Wordballoon, you said that you had to get into some of this stuff like Pokemon, some of the newer stuff, a child of the 70s, your heart and soul's in the 70s, but you had to get some love and passion for the 80s, 90s, and today to kind of diversify the collection to not only meet the needs of kids from the 70s, but kids of all generations. And, we're still kids at heart because we're collecting all this cool ass stuff. But like I said, Anthony, let's go and see what the first item is tonight.
All right. So Andrew's going to focus on number 1.
And I'm going to put him on the big screen while we do some commentating. What can you tell us about number 1, Anthony?
You want to help out with that, Connolly? Yeah. Can you get in there? All right. So we got a Venom variant.
Nice grade. You got that 9.8. And the legend loves a 9.8 because they look so great.
This is the Mark Bagley variant. It's a CGC 9.8 grade artwork.
CGC right there, people. And this is the first item here on the claim sale. So in the chat right now, fans, we're going to start this bad boy. The starting line is coming up, and let us know in the chat if you want to claim this for yourself. And if you do, make sure you type claim in all caps so then we'll know. And then you're going to want to email Anthony at anthonysnyder.com, and you're going to pay him via PayPal. Now make sure, Anthony, what do you want to do about shipping?
Each CGC book would be $10 or $5 for each one after that.
All right. So 10.
I have a full-time shipping department, a full-time shipping guy. He does it, we bubble wrap and box them, and do it right.
Mm-hmm.
The very professional shipping service. You got to know that with me, I have a full-time shipping guy, and that he's been with me for about 6 years now, and we got it worked out.
That's a beautiful looking book. That, of course, Bagley variant right there, cover B. You got the awesome Venom, and dude, that looks amazing. How about number 2?
All right, number 2.
Awesome. Number 2 right here, and that's a $50 price on number 2.
Yep.
All right, that looks good right there. Number 2, Venom 25, another awesome variant coming at you live here from Baltimore Comic-Con. Look at the beautiful cover. Look at Venom's tongue. It's just coming out to invite you to get a little buy right there. Is pickup an option? Jason.
So that's a second print.
Ambrosio.
Talk to me because the mic's not picking you up.
Oh, let me unmute.
All right, we got a second print there. $50.
Second print 50 there. Now we got a
number
question
3.
in
We
the
got
chat.
another to stay venomized here.
Is there a pickup option at your store if someone wants to pick these
Oh yeah,
up?
always can pick up at the Moonachie location, where the main business and the shipping department is located. We're at the store right now that I gutted to make a set for the claim sale, and and for Spidey to trip over stuff because he can't see out of his mask. So Jason wants to come by and pick up a bunch of books. Come on by.
Come on.
No shipping on pickups, of course. And maybe, we could do a little cash discount.
Yep. That's right. So let us know in the chat right now what number you claim. And that way you make sure you get your payment in so you can solidify the buy, if you will.
All right. No, so number 3, did we do 3?
We did 3.
All right, 4.
Number 4 right here coming in strong of Venom, number 26.
That's the first appearance of Virus.
Nice. Donnie Cates storyline. We'll be seeing him tomorrow night here, hopefully live on Baltimore Comic-Con.
Okay, and then number 5. Staying.
First full appearance of Codex, the Virus appearance. Second appearance.
Okay.
Codex.
First Codex, yeah.
Codex.
Yep, first full appearance of Codex right there.
Yep.
It's a good-looking book there.
Connolly's helping me with these new variants. He knows more about these ones than I do. He works in this department every day, where I'm buying art and more of the vintage CGCs. I wanna buy Avengers 1. I want to buy Marvel number 1s.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, I do have a couple. I do have a Marvel number 1 that's coming up.
Oh, nice.
Number 6, we got Usabi Yugimbo number 1, IDW version.
That looks good. $65, people, right there. That's number 6 on the claim. Usagi Jimbo. One of the all-time best by, was it Stan Sakai there? Great.
Yeah, Stan Sakai, yeah. It's a favorite of Mark's. I know he did a Stan Sakai theme to his art auction one year, a couple years, yeah, maybe that was a couple years ago, right?
That is awesome.
Everything was rabbitized. All right, number 6, number 7.
Number 7. Let's look at that one. Ooh, the first Iron Punisher. Wow. Of course, that's that War Machine homage there. That looks amazing. That's
they did a great job with those articulate.
Frank Castle dons the War Machine armor. War Machine, Frank Castle. God, that's just a guy. That's a killing machine.
All right. And that's an homage to the first War Machine. The Rhodes. First Rhodes, Rhodey Rhodes.
Rhodes in the War Machine.
Okay, so number 8.
Number 8.
It's a variant to Batman 93, Phil Jimenez.
Nice. 9.82, Anthony. Those are some high grades you got there. Only the best from Anthony Scott.
Yeah.
At Anthony's
Well, we're starting out with the lower value first, and we're working our way up to higher value. All right, next.
Working our way up to the big boy books. There's she's very popular. That's the Punchline character coming at
Punchline, yep.
Coming at Nightwing there.
Okay, next.
Batman 92. I love this cover.
Oh yeah.
The variant cover with the first full cover appearance Punchline.
First full cover appearance Punchline. I love that cover too.
Yeah, it's Art Germ.
Art Germ cover.
Art's very popular.
Yes. Yeah, he's amazing. I love the Art Germ there. 9.8. $50 for that. That's an amazing buy, fans. Y'all need to jump on this right now. That's a great looking book.
Okay, now we move on to Batman 95 variant cover. It's a great Joker cover.
Wow. That is
9.8 as well.
9.8 Joker, beautiful looking cover. Do you know who the artist is on that cover?
Who's the cover artist there, Connolly?
On that one, Patina Cover.
Nice.
Acuna.
Acuna, yeah. That looks good right there.
Next.
And then we go to another Venom 25. This is a second printing. The Venom wraparound cover. It's a Stegman cover.
Mm-hmm. Stegman will be on the drink and draw tomorrow night. Beautiful looking cover. And that was like what we were talking about. Some of these second printings are worth more than the first printings now.
Second, third,
art on them look better too. Sometimes, you know.
Yeah, no joke. So here's a Venom number 1.
Oh yeah, that's a
In the
nice
2018 series.
Mm-hmm.
Donny Cates storyline.
Okay.
Donny Cates and
Let's move a
Stegman,
little
beautiful. Beautiful book for $90 there, fans. Y'all need to get on these books. These are great. Oh, I like
You
that
go to,
Protector.
Venom Lethal Protector number 1, CGC 98, $90.
Nice.
Classic cover. His first solo Venom.
Well, Bagley and De La Rosa making magic there.
Yeah, Sam lives in Texas. He comes to see me when I make my trip through Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Sam De La Rosa. He's from Texas.
Yeah, I've met him once down at the Dallas one. He's a great dude.
Yeah, very nice guy.
Very nice. 54.
15, Batman 94.
94, yeah.
Great cover.
9.8 white pages, some of the best. Let us know in the chat if some of these books tickle your pickle. Let us know in the chat.
Okay, this is a Dark Knight's Death Metal 3 with King Robin on the cover. Great cover.
That cover is amazing. The King Robin on the cover there. I know we got some Ninja Turtle fans out there.
Yeah, this is number 17. That's a retailer incentive edition.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 9.8. Got the Shredder sketch cover.
Nice. Beautiful looking cover there.
Shredder died? Oh, no.
Yeah. Then we move on to the number 18. It's Sandman Overture number 1. It's a sketch cover.
The Sandman Overture. Let's get you back on the big screen, Andrew, real quick. That's that classic issue 42.
Yeah, this is a classic.
In this issue, everybody dies.
Mm-hmm. The Sentinels are not playing around.
Number 20, Miles Morales, Ultimate Spider-Man 1.
Oh, that's awesome. Miles Morales, Ultimate Spidey, number 1.
He's the new Spidey in the universe, that's for sure.
I was just rewatching Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
That is just the best.
I love
the
that
best
movie, Anthony. I got a Blu-ray 3D of that movie, and it's freaking amazing.
Oh, yeah? Wow, I have a 3D TV, but I never use it.
It's cool. I don't use mine a lot either, but I was able to get that one. It was great. There's Chad is back. What's up, Chad? Are you looking at some of these phenomenal deals here? All right, he is. He's just kind of watching on his phone. All right.
Number 4.
Mm-hmm.
The first appearance of Scream. It's a $100 claim.
So number 21, first Scream there.
Okay, we got number 22 is a 1 in 25 variant for Batman 92. Again, it's a punchline cover. It's hard to see. We have the sticker cover on that, but it's a beautiful, beautiful Jimenez punchline cover.
Jimenez, man, he's really awesome on the punchlines.
Oh, yeah. Great. Then we move over to number 23, and it's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 1.
And that is classic. That is classic. I know we got some 90s folks watching us. They got to love them some Power Rangers.
Absolutely. Let me move on to the next one. This is a Phantom sketch cover of Carnage number 1. Black and white.
Anthony, that one reminds me of that old Spidey 300 cover, doesn't it?
300 homage, yeah.
Yeah. The good stuff.
I think that's got to be one of the most cover swipe books ever.
Mm-hmm.
Then we move on over here. Speaking of Jimenez, there's another one. Batman 96 Jimenez variant cover.
I've heard a lot of good stuff about that book. 9.8 too.
Then we move on to this one. This is a classic. Beavis and Butthead number 1. CGC 98. The $125 claim.
Yeah.
And this gentleman right here, Thor God of Thunder number 1. It's the Assad Riddick variant cover, which we represent Assad.
Yep, I saw it. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that on y'all's website. That's one of y'all's featured represented artists.
Well, he is my represented artist. He's the best. He's the best thing going in Marvel right now, and his covers are big business for me.
Freaking amazing.
Big business. Yeah,
Beautiful
I did a deal on
covers.
4 Conan covers yesterday. 4.
I like
Big
that
deal.
guy. You got a customer right behind you wearing some Yoda, man. Nice Yoda face mask, dude. Awesome. Look at this bad boy. Now, this is another one of those books I've seen lately. This is 9.8 right here.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Something is Killing the Children, #1. Super, super hot book right now.
Something is
That's
killing the
the
children.
Unlocked Retailer Edition, CGC 9.8. It's a virgin cover.
Amazing cover. I know this next book. I had my buddy Robert Galvin was gifted a copy, but he didn't get no 9.8 of this book. Beautiful 375.
375, the holographic cover. That's a CGC 9.8.
God, and those are hard to get because those cardstock covers, especially during my day, I accidentally bent them.
That book and Spider-Man 2099, similar. Then we move on to number 30. It's JLA 217. It's classic copper, $150 9.8. Tough to get.
That's a Perez cover, right?
Yeah.
I love elongated man's neck just stretching out of nowhere on that cover. So cool.
Beautiful.
And there's a classic.
Then we go to Batgirl 23 variant cover. That's a Middleton cover. Beautiful artist. Does a great job. It's a $150 claim. Then we move on to this book. This is a great key. It's 92 Grendel #1. It's a tough book because it's low print run, and to get it in high grade is very tough.
Amazing. Yeah, that Comico publisher. I hardly ever see a Grendel, and I've probably never seen a Grendel that high before. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I actually bought and sold the cover to Grendel's first appearance.
God, that's awesome.
That Comico special book.
This is number 33. Is 300 New York Comic Con Silver Edition, CGC 9.8. It's a $175 claim.
That's beautiful. That's number 33 right there. Spawn 300. Just like Todd did ASM 300, he's got the Spawn 300 homage to his old school creation.
And this one's good. This is where Thor becomes a frog. Or 364.
Yeah, that old frog. Yeah. Oh my God, you got a Throg 9.8 there. All right, with this next one, this is number 35 here. Let's see. We got Betty and Veronica 267, Archie Publications. I know I've got some Archie fans out there. My buddy Matt, Mr. Gretzky's huge Archie fan. Wow.
This one here is the Fiona Staples cover. It's gorgeous. She's a great artist as well. Some of these covers are just pieces of art all on their own.
I know. It's
like their artwork. The art is art.
Wow. Yeah, exactly. Well, let's stop before we get to 36 because I want to come back to this, but we're going to go to Alicia Casa real quick and add her into our stream and let her show us what she's got over there. Alicia, how's it going?
Hi, guys.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Good to see you. Welcome to Baltimore Comic-Con. What do you have for us there tonight, Alicia?
Lots of stuff. Sorry for our technical issues, by the way. My phone doesn't like me. But lots of stuff. We're Alicia Danaway. We're a hometown vendor for Baltimore Comic-Con and missing the show, but this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Merchandise for video games, anime, and the like.
And we got to chat last night, man. It's good seeing you live here at Baltimore Comic-Con live. And, man, you've got some great-looking stuff to show. That is amazing. Now, are you at home right now?
Yes, we are. We set up a little
Dude, yeah, I thought you were at the convention center, man. It looks awesome. Well, you got a little helper helping you out tonight. How are you doing there?
Good.
What is your name?
Ivy.
Ivy, well, it's so awesome to see you. Ivy, let me show you a little guy right here real quick. I know you've probably seen this dude on the television screen before. Let me bring him up on the screen, and he's going to say hello to you. Do you know this guy right here?
Who's that?
Have you ever seen this?
It's Elmo.
Hi, my name's Elmo. Welcome to Baltimore Comic-Con. It's great to see you, Ivy. But I gotta go because Mom and Dad are selling some cool stuff. Bye-bye. Bye.
Ivy, I'm glad to entertain you here tonight live at Baltimore Comic Con because not only do adults love the collectibles, the kids love them too.
And Ivy, you have a few picks, don't you?
What's some of your favorite, Ivy? What's some of your favorite stuff to show tonight?
She's obsessed with Star Wars, as you can see.
Yeah, I got the Ray. I love the Ray. Oh my goodness! Look at the
Aww.
little baby Yoda.
He's a backpack.
Oh my gosh, that's so precious. You can keep all your stuff in there. Baby Yoda can go with you to school and hang out with your friends. That's great. What else you got to show us tonight? Ooh,
Those are adorable.
It's a little baby Yoda hat. It's so cool. You got some awesome Star Wars keychains. Ooh, looky there. You got there. Nice. You got to hang those awesome badges on there. That is cool. Lanyard there. Awesome.
We specialize in accessories and a lot of hard to find stuff. We have a lot of t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Lanyards, we have about every anime and video game you can think of for our lanyards, and we have tons of keychains and a lot of nerdy stuff that you didn't know you needed until you see it here. These are belts,
but you need it.
Oh, that's so cool.
I love those belts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're fun.
Those are awesome.
We got bags. We got these cute Animal Crossing hats. I don't know if any of you guys are gamers, but Animal Crossing is really hot right now.
Oh, Tom Nook. Is Tom Nook still selling at his shop?
He is.
I love that. I love that game. I used to play it on the old GameCube, and I want to get it on the Switch, but I don't know if my wife's going to.
You never knew you needed Animal Crossing socks until you saw these, did you?
Oh, that is awesome.
We've got some stuff from imported from Japan. These are bento boxes and little carrying lunch boxes. We got My Neighbor Totoro. We got Kiki's Delivery Service. We got some Hello Kitty chopsticks, Gudetama. We have tons more on the website. Mm-hmm. We have masks, face coverings, and we're running a special. Cool. Yeah, we're running a special this weekend, 15% off if you use the code BCC 2020 on our website.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. BCC 2020, and you save 15% off. I love those masks. I work at a library, and one of the things I do part-time is I do virtual story times. I do virtual rhythm and rhyme, and to wear a SpongeBob mask, that'd be so cool. I can just start saying,
I like that one.
Hey, Patrick. Hey, Patrick. It's me. It's SpongeBob. Hey, Patrick.
You can do all kinds of good little fun things with the kiddos. And,
Ivy actually met Tom Kenny at a convention once. That was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. When you met the voice actor, the SpongeBob voice actor.
Yeah, he was really nice.
Cool. And he talked like SpongeBob?
Yes, he did.
Oh, that's so cool. That is awesome. I'm going to bring up y'all's website, too, on my screen. I got it pulled up here. Let me see if I remember. Whoop, that's me on a big screen. Let me share my screen, get my mug off the face. And we'll do my share screen gimmick here, and we'll show you this website because you can see a lot of the products from Alicia's anime and video games on her website at aliciasanime.com. And remember, use the Baltimore code. She's also got it on her website here, BCC 2020 at checkout to take 15% off your orders, and it's good now all through the con. So make sure you visit Alicia's anime and video games this weekend and make sure you get that code in and get some of this cool stuff. The face coverings that she showed. Can you show me those hats? I saw a Mario and Luigi hat.
Waluigi.
Oh, Waluigi. Waluigi. Yeah. I
think we got a Mario hat hiding up here. Yep, we do.
Ooh, yeah, with the ears on it. Now that is cool. And y'all play. I bet y'all still gamer. At least y'all still gaming, right?
Yes, we do.
That's what it's all about, right there. God, Alicia, those are some phenomenal items. And
Thank
you
you.
only get them here at BaltimoreComicConLive.com and, of course, Alicia'sAnime.com. So as you're catching the retailer sale on the rewind, to save some cash, make sure you use the code BCC2020 because you're only going to get the best from Alicia's anime and video games. And I love that you have a Sonic the Hedgehog and the SpongeBob. And I like how you incorporate the video game stuff into your products because kids today, I got 2 of them. They love video games, and I'm going to be coming back and looking at some Mario and Luigi. Maybe even I love Waluigi and Wario. I like the bad guys. I know my kids like the good guys, but I like the bad guys. Mario Kart, I use Wario. He's a big boy, and he can knock other cars off the road. But Alicia, do you have any final words for Baltimore Comic-Con?
We just miss everybody so much. We miss the conventions. We haven't seen anybody in person since the end of February. And conventions are our bread and butter. And we're just really itching to get back. So we can't wait. Hopefully next year everything will be better and we'll be able to see everybody in person.
Well, I know. I really wish that too, because next time Baltimore opens up that floor, the Great Legend's going to be there. Anthony Snyder's going to be there. Mainframe, Comic Core, all the good folks. Word Balloon, John Saunders. Alicia's going to be there with Ivy and the whole fam doing it right. Man, thank you so much, Alicia, for being a part of Baltimore Comic-Con Live.com. Y'all have a great evening.
You too.
Guys.
Good night.
Thanks so much. Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Nice to see you.
Thanks, Ivy.
Awesome. What a sweet family. The whole family getting involved. Anthony, I know your whole family is involved in your big old warehouse, because how would you be able to run it all without your family and your extended family that you have as well? So God, that's so cool. I'm going to go ahead and bring
the home for wayward boys.
That's it. That's the way to do it. I'm going to go ahead and bring Andrew back on the screen here. Andrew has got the cam.
Where'd we leave off? 36?
36. We are on number 36 of the claim sale. And look at that. I see some of that.
Only 100 more to go.
100 more to go. Finland, limited to 1,000 copies. $200, 9.8, limited to 1,000. That's a phenomenal, excellent deal.
Actually, rendition from Finland.
Yep, the Spider-Man 129. Jerry Conway classic.
Very rare book. Desirable cover. Desirable copy.
So it's like a Finnish ash can.
It really is. That is
Finn ash can.
Finn ash.
A Finn ash can.
And we move on to here. It's classic cover, classic issue. It's X-Men 130, first appearance of Dazzler.
Yay, Dazzler. What's the date on that? Oh, 80. That's after me. I never bought that one.
I never was a Dazzler. I know a lot of Dazzler fans. I know we got Z Collects in the chat. We got Lucius Johnson from Facebook. How does claiming work? Lucius, you're on Facebook. So if you see something you like, type claim in caps and then the number you're interested in. And make sure you write down the price as well. If not, Anthony will have the price. You can email Anthony, and you can, if you know the price, starting shipping is $10. For each additional slab, you put another $5 down for shipping. But like I said, you can always ask Anthony and email Anthony as well. So
yeah. So that PayPal address that's scrolling, that is my direct email. So we can, pick this up on viewership, through the weekend, right? If somebody tunes in through the weekend, right?
That's exactly right. If you're watching this on the rewind, maybe you didn't get home in time for the show, you now know that the email is down below. And I could keep on rhyming and we could keep on chiming, but we got to keep moving on, don't we, Mr. Andrew?
Yeah.
We got a lot.
Andrew,
this is a spot number 1 newsstand.
We got a newsstand edition.
Oh my God.
9.6.
I got a buddy that loves those newsstand editions. 9.6 Spawn one. I'm definitely going to I'm going to remember number 38. I might write that down for now. All right. What else we got here?
Detective Comics Forbidden Planet Edition A.
Oh,
cover, 500 copies made.
Some of the
So that's a story variant from Forbidden Planet. I mean, a store variant. Yeah. What did I say? Story.
Okay, then we move on to number 40 here. That's Great Black Knight. First and early appearance.
That's a reintroduction in the Silver Age, right?
Of Black Knight. I think so. The Black Knight. Oh, look at there. I got a buddy named Tim Hallermouse that loves Booster Gold. I like Booster Gold myself.
All right, this
Time
is a Booster
travel.
Gold #1, first appearance. The book has heated up a lot recently.
Yeah.
So we got one available for sale for $250.
Nice.
All right, 42.
This book is one of my personal favorites. This is #5, but Thor got under #2. It's the first.
Oh, the God.
First Gore.
Yeah.
We have that marked at $250.
Mhm.
Great storyline, great book, great character.
And I had sold that cover for SI back in the day when it came out. What year was that? It's like 6 years, 7 years? 7 years old. Yeah. I sold that one. And that little hovering image of Gore, I didn't even pay attention to, but it sure has become a big thing now.
Yep. It blew up. And you don't get a lot of Alan Moore Killing Joke 9/8 because
No, not a 9/8.
blacks are hard to get, especially on that back cover too.
Well, I mean, on a 9/8 on that square bound means that basically nobody ever opened it.
Yeah. There's that crease isn't there. Awesome.
Yeah. And those cardboard covers, it means nobody ever opened it, nobody read it, nobody really handled it. So it's got to be old store stock.
That's it. First Silk, that's a highly sought after book as well. There's rumors about getting Silk in a movie.
$250, yeah, absolutely. Should be in the new Spider-Verse movie. Now we move on here to #45. The first appearance of Senator Robert Kelly, which was in the first movie.
Oh yeah, Senator Robert Kelly.
Yep, it's CGC 98. Any of the X-Men books in the 130s, the Claremont run, and Burn Runner is desirable. Then we move over to here. This is a CBCS Sandman #8, #46.
First appearance at Death. Yep.
Oh, that's good.
And we move over to here. It's Dark Knight's Death Metal, Legends of the Dark Knight, #1, variant cover. It's the Francis Gavella and Jones art variant.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Love the artwork on those.
Now, is there a difference between 47 and 48, or no? That's just.
Robin King's on the cover, which is great, along with the Batman Who Laughs. So there's two of those, same book. So number
Okay.
47 and 48, same book. Number 49 is a first Beta Ray Bill, CGC 96. Simonson, great story, great character.
I wonder when Walt was doing that, did he really, was it just an inside joke that he just, and it's like it's stuck. He just threw some stuff to the wall and it's stuck.
And yeah, and then it just went all, it just worked. Oh, look at that Masters of the Universe. Now, that's my childhood. I love that cartoon back in the day.
Comics, collectibles, in general, He-Man on fire. So we have
Oh,
that
yeah.
9/8. But the Star Comic stuff is very tough to find in 9/8.
Yeah, that's one of those publishers. They didn't print a bunch of
We have
those.
275.
Mm-hmm.
Then we move over here. So the next three books are all the same book as well. It's
First
Venom
Null.
#3, it's the first appearance of Null, which Null is arguably the hottest character in the Marvel Universe right now.
Mm-hmm.
The symbiote god.
God, that is awesome. And I've always
Number
loved that
52,
cover.
53, and then 53B.
Mm-hmm.
So we have three of those for sale. So if you miss out on one, you got two more chances to get one. And again, now we have a CGC 96 on Sandman 8, first appearance of Death. That's the second one of those we have up. Now we move over to another Star Comics here for all those 80s kids and 90s kids, 80s kids mostly. Thundercats #1 by Star Comics. We have that up for $350. I think that one will be gone.
Oh yeah, that one.
And this
That's
one
the
is
first Thundercats.
intro. The next one we have here is number 56. It's Superman Batman Annual 4, CGC 98. It's the first appearance in continuity of Batman Beyond, which is a great popular DC character between the cartoons and the comics. And we move up to number 57 here. It's the first appearance of Black Mask.
Black Mask.
Movie not so great, cool character in the comic books. Great continuity. Now we move to Spawn 300 Gold Edition. This is the book I was just saying before. They were having fistfights over these.
Oh wow!
In New York Comic Con.
Mm-hmm.
Very limited, and a 98 on that book is super tough. This book, speaking about super tough books, number 59 is Betty and Veronica 261. It's the first appearance of Vampironica. It's their take on it's like the copy of the Vampire Slayer logo.
I like
They did
that.
Vampire Slayer and Vampironica, so it's good for great comic.
Yep. together.
Now we have the next book here, number 60, is a first beta rebuild CGC 98. We have that marked at 600, which is less than the last sale of that, so that should go quick. Number 61, ASM 361, first appearance of Carnage. Nothing needs to be said about that book.
Just the hottest book in comics over the past 2 years.
Yep.
That and 300 as well, yeah. So here's another Sandman.
Oh, First Death, yep.
9.8. Tough book with the black on it to get a CGC 90.
9.8 right there.
Now this one's a classic. It's one of my favorite books growing up as a kid. Iron Fist 14, first appearance of Sabretooth. CGC 94, very tough grade. We had that for $750. And then Anthony.
Yep, number 3.
FF number 3.
I have a number 3 and a 3.0 myself.
Oh, that's awesome.
Good book.
But Anthony, what did you say about this book?
Oh, it's the comic that Usher did in the Marvel Age of Heroes. You know, that was the first costume.
First costumes, yep. First Fantastic Car, too.
Yeah, and I actually wait a minute, I'm just getting a little sound situation.
Sure.
Okay, so when these pages were coming out, I actually got to the guy that had the FF3 book, and I brought to market about 10 of those pages, including the first costume page.
Oh my God, Anthony!
Where Sue brought out the costumes in the boxes.
That is amazing.
Next one we have number 65. We have it for 800. ASM number 1, Golden Record.
Andrew went dark. There we
Okay,
go.
he's back.
Welcome back, Andrew.
This
There's
book,
number 1.
was in the records.
That's a record edition.
Okay, 66. Yeah, I saw it. 1960s record reprint.
Yep, Golden Record reprint.
Freaking
Then moving
beautiful
on.
grade,
This
though.
is another super hot Marvel book. This is the first Armored Dash Cho, who became the Hulk. So it's $900 for that one as a CGC 98. Again, it's a tough 98 actually. It's a little thicker book.
Yep.
It's a super tough 98. Okay. Number 67 here is Dark Knight Returns, Miller classic book. Number 67 in the claim sale for $900. Super tough 98. Again, the book was probably never opened.
Yeah, because those thick books, those prestige formats.
All the prestige formats, yeah, always have issues just because of the format and the cardboard cover.
I remember the first time I tried to press one of those. That was a joke. It bled glue everywhere.
There's this Constantine right there. There's some Constantine action.
Great
Yeah.
book. Rarely see this in a 90. We have that up for $12.50. Now we go to number 69 here. Now here's some Golden Age romance. The Joe Certa cover, classic Golden Age romance cover. $90 in the claim. CGC 90, very tough. On any Golden Age book, let alone something that's as pretty as that. Then we come here, it's 1964, Blue Beetle number 1, first Silver Age appearance of the Blue Beetle.
How is that? I still think that's a wrong price. So $125.
Yeah, I like Dan Garrett. I'm a big Ted Cord. I like Jaime Reyes, but Dan Garrett, first silver Dan Garrett Blue Beetle, a 125. I wouldn't sell for 125, but hey, you can get a deal.
Claim it.
Yeah, claim that thing. This is Blue Beetle, one of my favorite characters.
Then we move on over here. That's Millie Marie, Mademoiselle Marie. They used to call her on here. 175 to PGX 4.5.
Nice.
Classic cover. Then we come over to here. It's ASM 361 second printing, which is pretty much, it's kind of catching up or has caught up to the first printing of the book. We have that for $190. That's number 72. And this one's an innuendo cover for obvious reasons. This is number 73, Adventure 420, Supergirl. And we come over here, and this is number 74. It's the first appearance of Wolverine's daughter, actual daughter, in this book. It was a tough book when it came out. It skyrocketed to $50 raw the first week it came out. So this is a classic 98 on this. Then we come over here, great cover. Green Hornet number 32, 6.0, high grade for that book.
Green Hornet.
Then we move over one more. It's number 76. This is a Neil Adams sketch cover. It's actual artwork on that by Neil Adams. We have that up for $300.
Who's that on the cover? Aquaman?
Yeah, Aquaman by Neil Adams.
Wow.
The drawing. He was doing these drawings at a show. His rep was selling them. I was buying them.
Yeah.
You know, it was a perfect system there. Symbiotic.
That's awesome.
Move on to number 77. This is the foil cover of Detective Comics 880. Classic glass covers with the Bat and the Joker.
But with
Gorgeous
silver.
purple sign at the bottom.
That's pretty freaking stunning. That just looks cool.
It's classic. It's a modern day classic cover. I've been buying those myself.
Double sign too.
Now we go to some more Golden Age goodness. This
There
is
it is.
Comics 56. Beautiful, beautiful covers. Classic
Yeah, one of those 50 girls 50 covers where they're all like and they're flying through space in slumber chambers with bikinis on.
Yep. Those were the days, man.
Or underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So this is the first appearance of the
Yep.
Indians. 6-0, respectable grade.
That's just a
$325.
classic.
That's actually a good investment book for long-term holds. This is a great Supergirl #1, number 80. Sketch cover, Supergirl.
Neil Adams. Beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah.
An actual Neil Adams drawing of a beautiful woman for $349.
349 Supergirl fans. That's awesome.
Now we move on.
Dark Mysteries.
Dark Mysteries #1. So these classic Golden Age horror titles, right?
Mm-hmm.
To find #1s of them is near impossible a lot of times, let alone in actual any sort of condition. So it's another classic cover with a demon in the background and a pretty girl on the cover with the skulls.
Nice. I know
So
the
that's
gold
pretty
guy
good.
loves that one.
Oh yeah, a lot of people that like classic horror. This is a nice high grade first appearance of Starhawk, $375. Another top book to find at high grade. Then we move on to number 83 here. This is Key Comics #1. Again, super tough Golden Age book. Not much to be said about that. Besides that, it's a super tough Golden Age book with a girl hitting the guy right in the face.
All right, we got a claim on 78.
We got Airboy the Barbarian for number 78. So Airboy, make sure you send goods and services to Anthony Snyder. Email that's going down there, Anthony@anthonysnyder.com. Airboy, make sure you put your address on there. You know, your $10 is the shipping. Now, if you order an additional slab, you might want to wait to pay. But
yeah,
Airboy the Barbarian is one of the finest bidders in the community auction, so he's a good dude.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yay!
Okay.
Airboy the Barbarian, our first claim.
Now we move on to number 84.
Send your T-shirt size. I will include a T-shirt.
Yep. Send your T-shirt size, Airboy.
This one, Point of Fear number 12. Classic EC horror.
Oh, some EC goodness there. That is cool. The top hat. I always remember that guy with that top hat on there. That's right, Airboy.
Just stopped production this year, then it went back into production and stopped production. And number 22, classic Elder and Kurtzman. Great.
Can we go back to claim 78 to see the price on 78 real quick? What was the price on 78?
Number 78 was $300.
300. All right, 300. 310 total, Airboy.
78. Okay.
Anthony, how much is
$300.
shipping?
The Planet Comics store.
$10. Yeah.
The bikinis and the underwears, the good stuff.
Anthony, how do you put the total in the chat for him?
I put it in there for him. I put it in there.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're very
Number
welcome.
86, moving on. It's the first appearance of Lady Blackhawk. Again, it's a super hard book to find in any grade.
Blackhawk, awesome.
Now moving on is All Team Comics number 20, number 87. Just a fun cover, Golden Age. Top book, $450 on that one. Higher grade is a 7.5. The only issue, it's a one-shot.
Douglas T-shirt.
Okay, now you move over here. It's Mary Marvel Comics number 2. It's a faucet book, 8.0. Super high grade for that book. $459 for that book.
Nice.
Wow, 8.0.
Yeah. Now this is an old label, All Flash number 3 for number 90. We have $4.99 on this book. Great.
That's a good value.
Yeah.
Very undervalued title, I believe.
Flash Quarterly. Jay Garrett Classic.
Yep. Okay, now we move over to Adventure Comics number 43. We got a 0.5 because there's page 15 missing. But other than that, super tough book to find, again, in any grade, even coverless on that book.
Yeah, that's pre-war.
$4.99.
It's 39, isn't it?
39.
1939, right? Yeah.
Yep. So it's like that's like number 5 or 6. So we move over here. Again, another old label. Skyman number 1, CDC 4L. Very low census on the book. We have that up for $500. Then we come up here. The Popular Teenagers number 5. It's 1958. Again, classic good girl art. We have it up for $4.99.
Nice.
Now we move over here. It's Out of the Shadows, classic horror with a skeleton inside the armor there. Cool cover, 5.0, $4.99. Now we move over here. Super fun book. This Frankenstein number 5. Great Golden Age, and this is a higher grade copy of this book with the ghost.
Can you move that price tag? It's right over the main. No, that's tough.
Okay. So Adventure into Terror, moving over to number 96. Again, classic Golden Age horror. 5.5, respectful conditions. The bat in the background silhouette. Vampire.
That's for all you guys that have moved on from Walking Dead and got into pre-code horror.
Yep. You know, Anthony, a lot
You
of
whole generation of what do you call them? Generation Xers?
Xers or millennials maybe too. Like after they watching DS Comics, one of your guys on your Golden Guys show, they love the pre-code horror.
Oh yeah.
It's good stuff.
Now we move over to here. It's number 97. Marvel Superheroes number 13. First appearance of Federal Banners, aka Miss Marvel. CBCS 6.5. Everybody knows that character. And this is a great value, great book. It's super tough to find and grade. It's the Savage She-Hulk number 1, CDC 98.
And that actually just came in today.
Wow.
Got that one today. And you know, if you watch the Comic-Con preview of all the Disney Plus Marvel stuff, She-Hulk is in the slate, the schedule to be produced.
That's true. I've read that too. She's going to be making her appearance pretty soon. I think they even may have got the actress to play her already.
Number 99 is going to be Thing number 11, classic horror cover again. We got a lot of horror in this lot. This is nice. $5.99.
You got to give the people what they want. It's horror season.
Horror. So it's October. That's right.
This is a Black Terror number 18, 6.05 for $5.99.
And that's a Schomburg cover, right?
Yeah, these are Schomburg covers.
Yep.
Awesome. 100 down.
Nobody better than Schomburg.
This is a great front cover as well. Boy Commando is number 24 for number 101. Yeah, it's a TDC 8.5, super tough and great, obviously. We have it up to $5.99. It's one of the Boy Commandos dressed as Superman on the cover, so it's a classic cover.
And that's a Simon and Kirby cover, right?
Yes, it is. You got it. Then we go over to the next one, 102. Top Love Stories number 3, LB Cole cover. Great. LB Cole is a super hot artist for the past few years. I mean,
awesome. Top Love.
Cool book.
Okay, back.
Okay, good. Now for 103. This
Frazetta.
is a Frazetta all-time classic book, Rogers. This is a CGC conserved grade. You can't really see it on the label here. That's what they do wear.
Yep.
Conserved, printed off like pages 3.5.
What, the staples were replaced or something?
Pieces out of the cover, tear sealed the cover, and cover reinforced.
Okay.
Image. Then we move over here. I love this cover personally. And it's a very tough book. I think it might even be a scared book. I'm not for sure offhand. But this magazine is Haunted number 4. Great horror book, 4.0, skeleton cover, pretty girl. And $6.50 for number 104. Now we move over here. It's Jimmy Olsen number 134, CGC 9.0. We have it up for $6.90 on a claim, first appearance of Dark Side.
Hey, Andrew, real quick, Andrew, can we see, Andrew, can we see if the She-Hulk is a direct or newsstand? Can we see if that She-Hulk was direct or a newsstand?
Okay, I got it. You guys keep on. You can keep on going.
All right, thanks. 700. Oh, there we go.
All new Wolverine number 19. This is a super tough variant to find. It's a Tina sketch cover. $700. And there's your She-Hulk.
Direct She-Hulk. Direct She-Hulk right there.
It was very glary.
It's direct. Yeah.
Cool.
No barcode.
This next book, again, this is the second one of these we have in the sales. So if you missed the first, we have this one. We could do the same price because they're two different prices. So this is also 600, even though it says 700 on here.
Yep.
And then let's move over here.
Detective
Comics 359, classic Batgirl, first appearance of Batgirl, 4.0. We have that up for 750.
Presents very well. Beautiful looking Batgirl right there, fans. 4.0. That's one to jump on.
Absolutely. Now, this is a Detective Comics 1000. These
Wow.
were actually quite limited. I think only 250 copies of each of these exist. These are the metal covers signed by Neil.
Wow.
So we have that up for 750, claim number 110. Now, this book, low print run, Aquaman number 1, tough book to find, CGC 6.0. Great book, $8.99. Then we move over to Superman 105, number 112 in the claim. Ms. Mixel-Flick story. We have that up for $999.
Nice.
Yeah. Now here's first appearance of Harley, number 113 in the sale. We have that up for $1,000. So that book's been getting a little hotter lately. So jump on that one now.
That's a good one.
And this is one of my favorite books, actually, of the early Silver Age as far as the wartime books go. Super tough book, too, to find in any condition, let alone above a 2.0. Its first appearance of Sergeant Rock. We have it up for $1,000, claim 114. Now we have this, obviously classic, kind of a home 180, CGC 8.0. Claim number 115. It has off-white to white pages, $1,000 on that.
I want to ask Anthony. Anthony, do you is 180 or 181 the first appearance of Wolverine? What do you think?
It's his first appearance.
Well, it's first cameo, but I still believe in the first full appearance being the real Major Key.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
man.
I don't. You know.
Yeah.
It's the first cover. It's painful to me to look at 180 because I actually owned that cover at one time, and it was such a mess that Ramita had made of it that I sold it because it wasn't even fun to look at. But
yeah.
We're going to move on to the next one.
Marvel Mystery Comics.
Number 116. Marvel Mystery Comics, number 76. Classic Sean Byrne cover with the torch on it. We have that up for $10.99. Claim number 116. Then we move over to the next book. Well, everybody knows this book. First appearance of Silver Surfer and Galactus, for the most part. CGC 4.0. We have that up for $1,200. Claim number 117. And this is a super tough Golden Age book. Superboy number 1. It has tape on the interior. It's a CGC 3.5. Claim number 118. We have that up for $14.99.
which is a bargain because I think the last one sold was like 1,700.
Yeah.
Good deal right there, people. Good stuff.
And this book is absolutely on fire right now. I've been saying for years it's the best investment you can possibly make as far as modern age books. ASM 300. We have a CBCS 9.6 white pages.
It's awesome.
Okay. And we have an FF number 6. Stanley, Jack Kirby, and Dick Ayers written on the first page in pen.
Wow, triple signed by
actually
those
signed by
guys.
not signature series. By these three legends.
First
So,
time you got your Marvel bad boys coming up there.
Number 120 claim.
Good looking book.
Yeah, back in the day, they used to open the book and sign it on the indentia, above the indentia, that white space, because they didn't want to face the cover.
That's it. Yep. I remember Jack Kirby said that. He didn't like to face them covers.
This is super, super rare. Number 121 on our list. Archie, your store official club magazine on number. There's almost no census on this book, very little census. We have this up for 2000, the CDC 8.0, super top, high grade book.
Very rare.
Now we go.
Very rare.
This is a 2019 Vampirella homage cover by Adam Hughes, signed by Hughes on the cover. That's actually better than the original, I feel. As far as the artwork, that's $95, claim number 131. Then we come over here. We have Avengers number 24, claim number 130, hang appearance. We have it up for 185. Again, high grade, beautiful book. Okay, this is Absolute Carnage number 4, Virgin Edition. Classic Carnage cover again.
That looks good.
$110, claim number 125. Actually, the Venom cover. Vampirella Valentine's Day Special number 1, signed by Lucio Carrillo, CDC 98. We have that up for 170 here on the claim, or $170 on the claim, number 128. Then we go to Detective Comics 329, claim number 127. We have that for $190. It's CDC 9.2. And we move over to claim number 126. It's DC Comics Presents number 26. It's the first appearance of New Teen Titans, Raven, Cyborg, and Starfire. We have it up for $265. This is a bargain.
Nice.
And then we move over here. Number 125, DC Comics Presents 47. First appearance of He-Man and Skeletor in comics. Best book. $260. Then we come over to these big boys.
All right, yeah, let's, you said that you want to do big boy books.
Heck
what
yeah.
do we want to do first? This one?
The big boy books.
All right, so go back to my camera.
Definitely. Let me get you on here real quick, Anthony. Put you on the big screen there, dude. Ooh.
So right here we got a nice, rare, very rare magazine, 9.8. Savage Tales number 2.
Yeah, take it out of the bag. Let's see this bad boy. The big boy books.
Hi.
Hey.
9.8. Yay.
Woo, yay.
9.8.
Really
the
good.
Best.
Okay. And then we have that Young Avengers. Okay, I know you guys.
Oh, sorry about that. Do you want to be on the big screen?
What was this mark? $3,000. I'm gonna make a deal on this.
Uh-oh. I lost Anthony real quick. Maybe he'll be back. We shall see. Fans, BaltimoreComicConLive.com. This is the place to be. You're with your host with the most, the great LEG to the END. And we're waiting on Anthony Snyder to come back. Oh, and we dropped. Anthony's internet must have dropped. But he's probably coming back, and he's coming back hot. We got Andrew back in the house. Let me go Andrew back on the screen. Gotcha. What's up, Andrew?
Okay. You got me?
Yeah, Andrew, can you turn your camera?
We got this Young Avengers special variant at Wizard World Philadelphia Convention. You're
Okay.
Thank you for our technical difficult bugs. All right, so this is crazy rare. It's only 285 produced for the VIP packages at this show by Wizard World at the time.
Crazy rare.
Okay, so anybody interested in this, I'm gonna go 2,600.
Wait, what's the regular price?
You should be checking that out too.
You're going down? Okay, so it was 3,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a deal on this
He's making a deal, people.
Because I'm coming up to a couple things I really like. All right, so the other thing I want to show tonight is an Avengers 1 We got that at 2500 3.0.
Nice.
Really, you know, there's a couple chips out of the top, but it's very nice. It presents well. It looks good.
It doesn't look good. It looks great.
No, yeah.
One of my favorite covers. I love how Thor's just swinging the Mjolnir hammer, ready to go to town. Loki. Beautiful book. At 2,500, this is your holy grail. This is in the hands of Anthony Snyder. It could be in your hands too. 2,500 3.0, beautiful copy, beautiful deal, beautiful steal of a deal too.
Yep. And then we have something that's rare as hen's teeth in this business that I wanted to end the actual presentation
Oh,
on.
get ready.
Hmm?
Get ready.
Oh, we still have a small row? Okay,
Oh, we've got more books.
All right, let's go back to the actual claim sale.
That one for
We're going to save the best for last, but we got a claim sale.
Andrew, you're coming in on a vertical deal.
You're coming in vertical, Andrew.
Yeah.
There you
yeah,
go.
like
Stay there.
$99, claim number 131.
Nice.
This is actually really cool. Crypto Shadows #1, a signed sketch by JTC, John Tyler Christopher, which is known for the action figure variants. The CDC 9862, and it has a remark down here of a little skull. But, you know, classic card. Great. 125 for that. Claim number 132. Then we move over here. It's What If Spider-Man the Other #1. CDC 9.8, we have that up for 150. Claim number 133. Another Silver Age classic. Plastic Man #1. First appearance of
His girlfriend.
no 40-page book. I had to read that actually. Yeah. Classic cover 8.0. Claim number 134.
And it's technically a bondage cover.
Supergirl #1, CDC 9.4. Great book. Number 135 in the claim, $190.
Auctioner cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lived a stone's throw away from here. So the art to that comic book was produced right in this county.
Nice.
Cool.
So this is Walking Dead #19. Those Walking Dead.
First Michonne right there.
First appearance Michonne. Claim number 136, CDC 9.
High grade, very good.
9.6.
One of the best there. 9.6 Deer Mint Plus. Look at
Go ahead.
all those awesome books, people.
We got a couple more, and then we're going to be done with the presentation.
So we got some of these. These there was only 15 names. So these were for
Go back to Andrew's.
Sure thing. Woo, look at those.
There's only 50 of those made.
Aren't those amazing?
The actually only original artwork Anthony's going to get for this. So this was a New York Comic Con cover, the white one, which has Carnage on it. Okay, it's a metal cover.
Metal
And
cover.
over here, I know there's only 50 of this one made. That's the Spidey cover. It's the red cover. It's a metal cover. It's gorgeous. So these we have for $150 a piece.
Okay.
Very limited. This is the original artwork, the perfect original artwork.
Beautiful.
Okay, I got this marked 5,500.
For the art.
5,500. If you buy this, I'm going to put in a set of these variants, the metal variants, and I'm going to discount this $500. So we're going to do 5,000 even with the variants. So that's like 4,700.
That's a great deal. That is excellent deal. That's a steal of a deal here at Baltimore Comic-Con Live.
Wow.
This is Emerald City Comic Con Jenica #1. Again, for Turtles fans, beautiful, beautiful book. It's a metal cover as well, so they're limited. We have that up for $100 in the claim. You just say Jenica #1 metal cover. Now Anthony's going to present with some.
Okay. So I got a rare piece here.
Whoa!
First-
Comics. Okay.
Here, hold that, honey.
Sorry, I interrupted. I was just getting really excited. Now that would be like the first Archie.
Yep, first cover appearance of Archie, and you know, it's a historical book in the comic realm. because here is where, they had those kind of knockoff superheroes that they were doing, like a dozen other companies were doing, trying to capitalize on Superman and Batman. But this is where they went into teen humor and became, the largest circulating imprint out there, the largest circulating publisher for many, decades.
That is awesome. I remember,
So,
my wife's grandma. I mean, my grandma. I saw him. I bought the Archie Digest, back in the day on the, when you're checking out at the food mart, and you could get the very first cover appearance of everybody's favorite teenage boy in Riverdale. All the ladies fight over him.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Riverdale's been, a great success for Archie as a whole. Doesn't really relate to the, the classic comic book characters, but I mean, it helped. I mean, there's like, it kind of legitimized Archie again, with their tone. They're the more of a serious tone for the TV show.
Yeah.
I got it marked $5,000 because I don't know if I'll ever have one of these again.
Yeah.
I've never had one before. I don't know if I'll ever have one again. I've been in this business 20 years, 25 years actually. Never owned one before. So, but on this claim, I'm going to do $4,500.
Wow. Damn. For that book like that, this is a big boy book. It's one of the big boy books of all big boy books because, like Anthony said, you just don't come across these that often. It's a beautiful 3.5, presents well. Archie's getting his, Archie's on top of the world. He's actually on top of two superheroes, but he is on top of the world. Oh, that's awesome. 4,500.
Well, I wanted to, I'm trying to make some stuff happen here for, the guys that are tuned in and are happening with this. Hey, there's the nice set. Do the nice set. Yeah, come on. Yay.
All of those books, the books that got the looks. We got Anthony Snyder. We got Sharon Snyder, the best place you're ever going to be in the tri-state area, up there at Anthony's Comic Book Art. Go to the warehouse, if you're close by, swing by, say hey to Anthony and get some of those kick-ass deals. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's all about life is all about making deals and negotiating, and we're here to give good customer service and make stuff happen and make people happy. Jay was on the chat. He came by today. We did a nice deal for the John Romita Jr. X-Men page that he likes a lot, and we did some cash trade. So we're always here to negotiate and make stuff happen.
How about Andrew on the backup cam tonight?
Yeah, well, he's the primary cam. What do you mean backup cam? He's like that. He's on his feet. He's working. I'm burning payroll. Let's make some sales.
Man, that is so freaking awesome, Anthony. This has been a damn good night to kick off Baltimore Comic-Con. And, of course, you can always find us Baltimore Comic-Con Live. Wait, BaltimoreComicConLive.com. I'm getting kind of confused because I'm looking at this awesome website real quick. Let me share my screen. I'm going to take you to one of the best websites on the internet. And I'm talking Anthony's Comic Book Art.com. This is where you're going to find his homepage. You'll see his original art, featured art, new items, covers, commissions, and then you can click over on his eBay store. Now, he also buys. He's going to let you know the show's schedule, but he sells on eBay. And Anthony, you were telling my good friend John Suntress over there at wordballoon.com and Wordballoon on YouTube that a lot of your sales through COVID have been from your eBay store.
Oh, yeah. That's the one thing that, is a blessing that got us through the whole lockdown was that, sales up, we're from the mail order, we're up 100%. So, we're really blessed to be in this business and to have the customers we have and the loyal customers and the customers that keep coming back. And we want you to know that we really appreciate you and that we're here to make, every transaction a pleasure. And if there is a problem, we will work, if it's 1,000 to 1 against, you know, as far as my Las Vegas upbringing, but we'll work hard to, you know, fix it. You know, we're not here to let things go by and have a problem and not fix it. So that's really cool. So with one parting shot, as that I am an art dealer primarily. Here is an Humberto Ramos Spidey Black Cat cover.
Wow.
Okay, I did a deal with Humberto recently for a fat stack of stuff. And this is
Ramos 7,500 right there.
Yeah, 7,500. But if you get in touch with me through this situation, I'm going to do 6,800.
Nice.
Awesome.
Beautiful Spidey and Black Cat by the great Humberto Ramos, one of the greatest Spider-Man artists of this era, one of the fun ones. And he's going to be, of course, later on here at Baltimore Comic-Con, I think tomorrow night or on Saturday night. That's an awesome deal, Anthony. Man, you're one of the best. You're one of the most generous. You've been so good to Comic-Core for me and my good buddy JD, coming on our Golden Guys show that we do, and we do that every Tuesday night, 9 Central, 10 Eastern. So if you're out there, Baltimore fans, and you're looking for some of the greatest knowledge you're ever going to see from the YouTube comic book community with JD Comics, DS Comics, Knights of Old, Golden Age Guru, and the great Anthony Snyder, man. Like I said, no one finer than my main man, Anthony Snyder. JD, did you have fun tonight?
We did have fun. I have a couple of questions here that to a couple people. Are these prices available all weekend? And
yes.
I'm going to have this show able to be reshown during the weekend where we could show Anthony's claim, and they said yes on both. We'll be able to save this and have it on the both because some people are saying, hey, I want to rewatch and go through those lots again. So
so you can hit me up on my direct email, anthony@anthonysnyder.com, or my business phone. You can post that in the scroll too, 917-821-8893. I address all the direct questions and sales on my by text as well.
Oh, I have your.
So you can hit me up that way too. So this is my direct email, and if the guy that bought the Planet Comics, if it didn't go through, then you misspelled my name.
Yeah, he was.
You misspelled the email address. If it's saying it's yet to go through, check out SNYDER, because a lot of people reverse S and Y, N and Y for some reason.
Yeah,
great.
We'll be. This stuff is available through the Baltimore Comic-Con claim sale all weekend. It's going to be posted, and I'm here 24/7 in business. In Leonia and Moonachie, and doing mail order worldwide.
Great.
Oh, that's freaking awesome. Well, fans.
And speaking of worldwide, the most interesting thing about this business today, I did a $1,000 deal with comics to a guy in New Zealand. Now, you can't be further away than that, right?
No,
that's what I love about this business. Guys in New Zealand, if you put a string right through the earth, that's probably in the exact opposite point of the earth. And, we're sending $1,000 of comics off to him in New Zealand. I love that. I love that about this business. And New Zealand, of course, is an English-speaking country, so that's the cool thing about it.
Meet people from all over the world. Like I said, Anthony's comic book art, one of the biggest here in America, and like Anthony said, he's sending stuff all over the world. So if you're watching this, no matter where you're watching this from, make sure you get a hold of Anthony. Make sure you go to his website, anthonyscomicbookart.com. Get in on some of these great deals. Look at the awesome, and the warehouse is 7,000 square feet, and that stuff, like I listened to Anthony on Word Balloon with John Jones. He said this is stuff. There's stuff stacked up on stuff in the warehouse.
Inventory management I spend a lot of money on, so we're looking to fill those orders as they come in, though, as 100 to 200 a day, and during the pandemic it was over 200 a day, so during the lockdown. So we're here to make your collecting needs come true.
And
so keep calm and keep collecting.
That's it. And Airborne the Barbarian, thanks again. He says he sent it again, Anthony. And so that's good. And fans, make sure you tune in Friday, tomorrow, here live, BaltimoreComicConLive.com. Make sure you look at the schedule. We're going to have a great night tomorrow night, and you're going to get to see a lot of your favorite creators do what they love, and that's share their passion with each and every one of you. Fans, for Anthony Snyder and Sharon Snyder and JD and our good buddy Andrew with that kick-ass camera tonight, this is the great legend saying peace out. God bless.
Spider-Man does whatever a dealer can. Spins a deal any size. That good stuff he will buy. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Comic art, comic books too. He's got collectibles old and new. At a shop or at a show, got stuff to sell, he'll come to you. Hey there, here comes the Spider-Man. It's a thrill to buy, neat stuff day or night. The expertise is high, and the price is just right. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood dealer man. Got the art you're looking for, making you happy is his reward each day. You'll never know what sprang up, comics and art to hang up. Here comes the Spider-Man.